Last words time. 10 last words. Wait, no. 9 last words. 2 hours. A new patch is available. A new patch is available every fucking week. Like, it doesn't even auto-update. That's the worst part. It just tells me that there's one I can get. God damn it. Come on. Alright. El Clasico. Alright, chat, you ready? Let's pick one to start with, I suppose.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Alright, let's see. What do we have? We got Kaguya, Moko, Reimu, Yomu, Alice, Remy, and Yukari. That's all that's left. So I guess I'll just start with Kaguya since she's the closest here. Let's see what it is.
Let's see what happens.
Alright, Tree Ocean of Hodai. Okay.
Doesn't look too bad. Where's the gimmick? There it is.
I see.
Ah.
Rotating Sword Blade.
That kind of looks like something I'd see in 14.3.
Well, it was half done by the time it got to the second part, so.
I guess.
Yeah.
Chat, you ever find yourself hating something that you didn't know you could possibly hate? That's how I feel about Yatsuhashi. There's nothing about her that you can hate, but my lord, I found a way. It's ISC, but the life bars are actually manageable. Yeah. Oh.
I'm too scared to go back up to the front of her, but I don't see another way around this.
It doesn't really, unless you want to try to squeeze through. Who's Yatsuhashi? Not important. Ben's sister. You fight her in 14 stage 4 if you don't use your tool. You might be able to get through the bottom there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that, but then I'm not sure if I can do anything else after that.
Ben's best sister. I think you mean her only sister, but I guess that would make her the best by default.
Maybe? It seems a hell of a lot safer to do it that way than to go back up in front of her while she's shooting shit.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, I didn't even think of that. You can't go up there when she starts shooting.
Well, I can, but it's not a good idea.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I don't think you can squeeze through that. Nor do I think you should try.
I could try, but I don't know. Take 7! Maybe if I start above her.
Yatsuhashi is the worst. Don't like her. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, that's not a good plan. Go up here.
Just 2,000 more tries and I'll get there, maybe.
Okay, that actually,
that.
I get just as much damage, but I do have to do at least one loop. But it's hard to do a loop.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, starting at the top might work too.
Fuck. Alright. There's a bit too much going on here for me to process all at once. I can process the spinny bit, but not when I have to dodge other things within the spinny bit.
Trust me, if I manage to get you to do ISC item list, this is just preparation for that. Unfortunately, that's gonna take a while. Oh my god.
Let me see. Maybe if I just pay attention to the orbs.
Oh.
I'm trying to only pay attention to the orbs and kind of get a feel for the rotation I need to make without through the circle itself.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you need to pay too close attention to the waves, because like if you're gonna get through them, if you're gonna get through the orbs, you're probably gonna get through this anyway too. What it seems like anyway. Oh dear.
Shit. It's weird because I'm intentionally ignoring an aspect of it and only focusing on one. I started down here. As long as I... See, that's the part, that's the weird part, is it doesn't seem to be... There's like a part there where I have to squeeze. And that's the part that I need to like change my focus on. But as soon as I drop my focus on one thing...
Oh, I know how you feel. I know absolutely how you feel doing this.
Shit.
I don't think, you know what, man? I'm not even sure if I believe that it gets much better than Yatsuhashi. I'm not sure I believe that. It hurts too much.
What if I just stay really close to it?
Could work. Ooh, that's
the part I don't understand, is that when it takes the turn there. It looks different. I don't know why. See, like I don't really understand why that looks different at that part.
I don't know. It's probably random, knowing how these games work.
Like, I can do this. I'm not even paying attention at this part. I'm looking at the orbs. But you see, there's something about that part.
I think it's because I think they're aimed at you, so I think your position might affect it.
So I need to be in a better position.
I think you need to stay in such a way that when it aims back at you like that, it actually leaves a gap for you to get through. Fucker.
I started moving like a squeer.
Turn this pattern into a squishy pattern. This one has almost no RNG at all. It kind of feels, I don't know, I feel like, well, it's not RNG in the sense that they're aimed at you, but it can be different depending on where you are.
Well, it's not RNG if you can manipulate the entire pattern.
No. It's just, but it can still be
What
different.
the random part is me moving.
Yeah, you're the RNG element here.
Like, sometimes I move a little bit faster or move a little bit slower depending on where an orb is, or I rotate my angle. The question is, well, that wasn't very smart. I got an idea here. Here's the problem. As soon as I stop paying attention to the orbs, I lose them in the bullet spot, the hell. Like, straight up.
I mean, you can walk through them because you're Yukari, right? But I guess you get spawned on, kind of. Or is that, you mean something else? Oh, you mean the orbs that she's shooting.
I literally can't see them if I'm not paying attention to them when they enter the bullet vomit.
They're definitely getting, like, camouflaged in there.
I did it again. Shit.
I mean, at least it's consistent. We know that. It's hard, but it is consistent.
Oh, I made a bad movement.
I think you're fine for now.
I looked away again! I need to have more confidence in my position within the damn thing, so I can just move without worry. It's like Kaneko's mid-spell from the extra stage. How you have to be moving that fucking weird rectangular motion.
It's just a square.
Yeah, but if you look at it, it scares the shit out of me.
I mean, yeah, but like with here, there's actually something you gotta look at. But with Kaneko, you can kind of just turn the brain off and do a square.
But that's the thing, is I have to do that while looking at something.
Yeah.
And I just have to trust that I'm not gonna get hit. and that I'm moving the right way, but I don't have that level of confidence. Eat.
I don't know how many Touhou games have speedruns because they're only...
Shoot the bullet and double spoiler, dude.
Yeah,
There's
like
one
a mainline game. How do you speedrun an on-rail shooter?
You don't, you do score runs.
Yeah.
Technically, you can speedrun EOSD because if you do easy mode, it's one stage less.
I guess, but that should hardly count for anything.
Well, you think so, but people will speedrun anything.
I mean, I know they do.
Score runs are cool. L and N's are cool, but they're not really speedruns.
No, they're just being good at the game.
I backed up into it. I can't pay attention. I'm at 30 tries already. Wow.
Do you want to know how many I've spent on Yatsuhashi? 2,507. And I still haven't fucking won.
How could you spend that long on a stage 4 boss?
Day
God.
5. Day
Alright.
5 too.
I think I need to be wider. I need to do a wider square here. Like a rectangle even.
Dylan, if you think Remy's Fun Wheel looks like vomit, just look at fucking Ame no Norigoto. That's what the spell card is called. I hate it. I hate it. I hate Yatsuhashi. I hate she was a pixel away from dying, and then I couldn't hit her. And it made me really sad.
Here we go.
Pacifist runs are kind of reverse speed runs. Well, those are actually static.
What?
Pacifist runs.
Well, do you really call those a speed run if you're intentionally running the timer?
No,
you can't.
It's called that's the most optimized speed run out there.
You can't wait fast.
Yeah, why do you think the Bait and Kaito speedrun is like 300 hours, 100%? Because you can't make a week go by faster.
Damn it!
The problem is that...
I let go of focus and Ron wasn't hitting her anymore.
Yeah.
Ah! Wait, what? Uh-oh.
Speaking of LNNs, which ones haven't been done other than LLS and DDC Saki B? I don't know. I didn't realize those hadn't been done yet.
Not every shot type has been LNN, yeah.
I
Some
guess.
shot types in some games are apparently so fucking bad. Wait, chat, has someone LNN'd Yomu Eagle? Is that a thing? I heard that shot type doesn't fucking work properly.
You know what? I don't even remember what Yomu does in 17. I just remember that I
It doesn't have an unfocused shot, basically.
Oh, right. Nope. We've seen her. Nope. Oh, wait. That might be in response to, is this the first time you played Touhou on stream? The answer
Cock
is no.
and ball torture.
Yomu Eagle does a fraction of the damage she is meant to do.
Oh. Yeah, that
Well,
sounds hard.
Cool. I bet I could find that in the bugs section. CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy with Yuka, I almost called her Kazami unironically. Oh, chat, I am not a PC98 man. If that wasn't apparent enough by, you know, watching me play those games.
Shot. I'm getting the hang of it, but I'm also still fucking it up. As soon
Yomo's
as...
Eagle is like the opposite of Marissa B in Mountain of Faith. So he misplaced the decimal point another way this time.
Well, that sucks. What if he just fixed it?
Will he fix it now?
Why wouldn't he? Why couldn't he? Why
Well,
shouldn't he?
He didn't fix Marissa.
Well, that was back in 2009 when that game came out. A little late for that.
I'm just gonna go to the bugs page now and see what I can't find. Wily beef.
Chad, I can beat this. I know I can beat this.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying for the last 2,507 attempts.
Insert my pointy bit. There we go. That's embarrassing. Of all the ways to get hit.
Alright, where's the bugs? Where are the bugs?
Wow, my movement is shit right now. Huh.
Alright, there it is. Yomo Eagle is notoriously underpowered due to a typo in the game's code. Her damage cap reads 60 instead of 160, meaning she will deal a measly 60 damage at full power even though her slashes were supposed to deal over at 100. Good job, Zun.
Well, I guess this is just comeuppance for Marissa.
Poor Yomo fans.
Poor Yomo fans, they got her the most popular character.
Yeah, and look what it got them. A broken character.
The broken character came first.
Whatever.
If I can just do one more solid rotation here and not let go of the button, that would be great.
Bro, I've been saying this to myself the whole time. If I can just dodge one more layer of things, I'd be golden. I really hope it doesn't take me 2,000 more attempts.
Damn it. That was a moment where I should have let go of focus.
It's not like people use Eagle Shot type over Otter. It does seem like Eagle is kind of the least popular since...
Because Eagle is for unfocused, and you know what you do for 90% of Touhou games?
Focus.
Yeah.
I like playing as Eagle Marissa because lasers are fun. But Wolf is probably just better, and Otter is like, well, if you want bombs, here you go. And Wolf Spirit is like, here, let's power up the shot you're going to use by stage 4 anyway.
Like, I'm sure you can play unfocused, but like, why would you for most of the game, right?
Well, I mean, it's not too bad in the early games. Plus, I did try an Eagle run on my own time. Marissa does do a lot of damage unfocused. Wolf is
I've gotten hit by that specific bullet 3 times now, in a row. Why do I keep getting hit by that one? This is hard.
Eagle, yeah, that's true. Eagle also makes the stages easier because it also does make, like, it makes Marissa's lasers actually pierce enemies. I don't know what it does for...
So you get stage security over
basically, yeah, I
boss
guess.
security.
Pretty much. Although I wouldn't even say you don't get boss security since Roaring Mode Eagle does do a lot of damage. Since you don't have to... Your focus shot is still the lasers in Marissa's case, so... I mean, Wolf would definitely make it go faster, but I wouldn't say... Yeah, I feel your pain, bro. No joke.
Damn it!
I was one
Whoa, I'm so close into her.
I was one fucking bullet away from beating Yatsuhashi. And then she got out of my reach, and I couldn't get back. The pattern didn't let me. And I died. And I was really sad. And then I played the game for another hour and a half, and it didn't work.
Damn it.
Stages were 90% streaming anyways. Not that I would know, I probably mashed bomb.
Here we go. Whoops.
Oh. No, you're right. I wasn't actually sad. I was absolutely fucking livid. I've done that so many times.
Whoops.
I've done that so many times because Yatsuhashi's hitbox is the same as everyone else's, but she's on her side, so the air in front of her has a fucking hitbox. And it's really upsetting and I hate it.
Big waves of bullet. Big waves of bullet. I blinked. I blinked. Position lost. Kaguya.
Yes, I did go ahead and unlock the sub items. There is no way in hell. I did that by day 4.
Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. 53.
Yeah, see me in, hold on, let me do the math real quick. Pull out the calculator. I'll see you in 2,454 attempts. Then we can talk.
I wonder if I could destroy those things. I imagine if I destroy them, they just immediately come back and grant me no respite anyway. And they just delay the inevitable. Oh,
I've done
big
that so
hog.
many times. If you really want to try, you can go for it.
I doubt it'll do anything. I doubt I'll even be able to kill the fucking thing.
Yeah, true.
Big!
Meaty claws.
Big! Fuck! Oh, I think maybe I need to go bigger. Bigger seem to give me more breathing room. Kaguya, I'm gonna make you pop.
You know, I was about to say, what if you stood in the middle of them all, but I think Zen had that covered. That would be funny, though.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, I backed up into one. God damn it.
I think I would prefer normal, no miss, no bomb, low K on no checkpoint game mode than the no item challenge on ISC. You would. I can say that. You would rather do anything than play Impossible Spell card without using items. I think I'd rather try an LNN log K than play Impossible Spell card itemless. But I'm still gonna do that anyway because I need to get Dylan to do it.
I got it, chat. I got it. Pog streamer alert.
He cracked the code, ladies and gentlemen.
Pog streamer alert. Alright, nice. You're trying to do one.
Okay.
Fucking Jesus. Oh my god. The ocean of trees that is famous for its turning trap making compasses inoperative. If you're thinking of going there after you've done with this game, think twice. Okay, thanks, son. I will not leave my house.
Oops.
Yeah, shot slow.
Alright, well. Oh no, that was shot slow? I thought I hit reset. Alright.
We already did hard runs on both Final A and Final B, and in the meantime, I was doing last words, and I did about 10 of, I did 8 or 9 of them, I don't remember, and now we just decided to spend another stream doing some, because why not, right?
Why not? I'm gonna do Scarlet Destiny.
You're going to try Scarlet Destiny.
Haha, is that what you think?
Yes. See? I was waiting, biding my time for the snide remark.
Chad, I'm not used to bullets being this small.
I ain't gonna lie, chat, this one looks like it's just fast dodging, and that's it.
Well, that's because it is.
Reminds me of Saki.
Saki was indeed fast dodging.
Her first spell card is awesome. It's so quick. Yeah, you just gotta move fast. Mine was worse. Mine was infinitely worse.
Dylan, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
Be on the wrong side of the screen. She kind of doesn't hit the middle very well, so it seems kind of hard to be on the wrong side of the screen. Unless the ring bullets start covering more as you go.
Dodging over here. Now she's over here first.
Yeah, you don't have to go very far left or right. But if it gets more condensed the further longer it goes, then it's probably a problem. Just think of it like this. It's Eternal Meek on steroids.
Yes.
Wow, she has a lot of health.
She does have a lot of health. It also doesn't help she goes wherever she wants.
Well,
I hit the knife there, so.
Dodge! I gotta wonder, is the pattern she shoots consistent? It looks like it.
Yes.
It's just what's random about it is where she moves, so in a way it's not consistent.
Yeah.
How do knives count as Danmaku? They're called energy knives, I guess. You're not wrong. The idea of throwing a million knives is kind of... I wouldn't really call that Danmaku either, but... Well, there are a lot of rules being broken on the daily here. Donuts!
I moved that a little too far over. Like, right here is good.
If you stand perfectly still in the middle, do you dodge everything on the first wave?
I don't think so. Because then they converge.
But they didn't.
They converge.
Just try it if you die.
Fine.
Just don't move. Just hold all the way down and don't move. I want to see. If this is consistent, this should be the same outcome every time. Let me see.
No.
Alright, well the ring bullet hits you, but you can dodge everything else. Touhou has rules. Yes!
Not the ones I'm playing!
The spell card rules make it so you're not allowed to make a spell card that is impossible to be beaten. It's all about its presentation rather than raw power. And if you lose the Danmaku duel, you have to accept that. As prideful as everyone in this fucking series is, they all respect the rules. Everybody knows the rules. Some of them cheat though. Yomu and Sakuya cheat. They lose, and then they show up in stage 6 anyway, and they're like, "I'm gonna try again." Like, no, you lost. Fuck off. Yeah, Junko doesn't really get the rules. But I think it's more of a restriction of her character than anything. Because, you know.
Purity.
Yeah, her Danmaku is pure. It's just pure Danmaku intended to kill you. It doesn't look pretty and it's bland and it's kind of boring, but it fits her character. Then you got Mystia. Oh boy, here he goes. Misty again. Mystia's Danmaku is impossible to see because she turns majority of your screen to nothing. Damn. Holy fuck, that gets fast.
I know, right?
Danmaku does hurt. Danmaku is not considered lethal, but it is strong enough to kill a regular human being. So, you know, it's not gonna kill a yokai, but a bad shot could hurt someone who's not, like, strong.
Oh.
I can't tell if her health value is high or you're just having trouble hitting her.
Kind of both.
Yeah, the thing about Moko is, remember, Moko, while immortal, is still only a human. I mean, she's also somehow gained the powers of a phoenix. Don't ask me how that one works. That has never been explained. But she is still just a human. So her abilities, that's why when she can get killed by Danmaku, she just keeps coming back, though.
Damn
Holy
it.
fuck. It's like, did you know Byakuren actually doesn't have... Byakuren's physical abilities are on par with a regular human's, but her air scroll contains magic that grants her superhuman abilities, which is how she fights.
Huh. I think I might have known that, but that's still interesting to think about.
Kind of weird to think about, that Byakuren's power is no different from, like, an ordinary human, but, like, her magic is what enhances her abilities. Unlike Marissa, who's just really thick-skulled and big-boned, I guess, at this point, with the amount of shit she's taken.
Damn it. Gotta go fast.
Yeah, Danmaku can explode fairies, but they come back. That's the whole thing, right? Depends on the fairy, I suppose.
Are there fairies that don't come back when they explode?
No. All fairies will come back, because fairies are just the embodiment of nature. So as long as nature exists, fairies will continue to exist as well. Looking like Gohan over here.
Okay, Mr. 54.
Huh? I beat it though.
Yeah?
We're at 35.
What the fuck do you mean we're at 35?
You started with an 11 count because of the last time.
Oh, god damn it.
Marissa's surprisingly athletic for a magician. Well, remember, she gets into a lot of fights. She's incredibly mobile. She's constantly, she lives in the forest of magic, which is known to have miasma that even, like, normal yokai tend to avoid because it's just awful. So she's got a ridiculous immunity factor. She's got a resilient body because of all the work she does. And, you know, the thing is, she also deals with magic and stuff, too. So she has to deal with the dangerous metals that are used in magic. It's pretty amazing because when you look at Patchy is anemic and very weak, right? I guess Marissa doesn't really use a lot of those more dangerous and more poisonous metals in her work, I suppose, because she is, as far as magicians go, she's rocking a strength build.
Nothing like Dark Magician Knight, no, not Dark Magician.
Oh.
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
Battle mage is a thing. Yeah, war clerics and stuff, I know. But when you think, as far as the other magicians are concerned against Sokyo, they're pretty weak. I wouldn't say Alice is weak necessarily, but she is 100% dex. She's dex build. Marissa's strength. Patchy is all magic.
Full magic stat. Max that shit out. Damn it. Oh, dear.
One question that comes up every now and again is if witches and magicians have the ability to better their own physical health. Because of the, you know, Patchy's anemic, so she's very weak. I don't know if she's necessarily anemic, but she has a very weak body. So you think, okay, just cast some.
Did she specifically say her anemia acts up in Touhou 6?
Maybe?
Yeah, she does.
But you think they would just be like, you know, when Walla Walla Bing Bang, and then they're cured. But it's because of the metals that are used in their alchemic recipes, I suppose. It seeps into the very core of their being, and it becomes uncurable. Magic cancer, I guess.
Alright, well, that's how you want to put it.
Well, kinda. They can't do anything about it. They're working with shit like mercury and arsenic, stuff like that. That stuff is legitimately poisonous to us.
know.
It's just even magicians with their ability to kind of like filter that shit out, they can't get rid of all of it, and it builds up over the years. Especially when you're alive as long as Patchy probably has been. Could Edding cure it? Good question.
Who knows? I don't know. I'd like to believe she could.
Hasn't yet. I mean, she made an elixir of immortality.
Exactly, yeah. I was just gonna say, if she can do that, then surely she can, like, you know, pop something up.
Well, she hasn't yet.
Yeah.
Probably won't.
Oh.
Isn't Scarlet... no, Scarlet Gensokyo is the one she
Yeah.
uses.
God damn it. I don't even know how that clipped me.
Your destiny is a million knives. It's pretty edgy, Remy.
Damn it.
It seems like you just need to do a left, right, left on the end. Because they don't shoot directly in your position, but it's still coming at you fucking Mach 10.
Oh. Remy moves fast. That is her thing. Oh, she
Glass
left
cannon.
that time.
There are a lot of glass cannon types. Although they're only glass cannons because when you have them, they need to have some form of weakness. Otherwise, no, their defense is perfectly okay. Remy is fast, strong, and durable. But if you're using her, she's only fast and strong. She's not durable.
Man.
She is a durable, but she's not durable. It's a good thing this music's good.
Yes. But when you listen to it for so long, it does drive you insane.
So chat, my day was good yesterday. I got a lot of editing done. There you go. That's my whole day.
My day is I spent 5 hours trying to beat Yatsuhashi and I didn't.
My mom made wraps. She made burger wraps. She fucking... I went downstairs and she's like, Dylan, can you smell this burger sauce for me and see if it's bad? And I looked at it and I was like, oh, looks really fucking awful. And I smelt it. I was like, that's awful. Why do you have that? She's like, oh, because I bought it, but it turns out it expired 4 months ago. It's like, why did I even need to smell it? Couldn't you have told just by that? So, I did not eat the forbidden burger sauce. Thankfully, I'm still alive. But, yeah, that wasn't good. Always check the best befores on the shelf, chat. Always. You never want to bring home 4-month-old burgie sauce.
No, you don't. Or you can be like me and...
You put that shit on the nasty patty and nothing else. What?
Man.
Oh, wow. Of course I didn't hit you.
Me.
Yeah, no, I had a great day. I got a lot of work done in editing. I feel like the hard part of the editing is going to be when I get to the video portion, though. But, the audio's coming along nicely.
Oh.
I got about 7 minutes done of it. And I'm pretty sure the video is going to be about 17, 18 minutes long. Not sure yet, though. I will say, chat, I'm very close to monetization options on the main channel. Which, I kind of want to hit. I'm about 500 public watch hours away from that. I'm honestly surprised that it's gotten that high. But at the same time, I'm also absolutely floored that the introduction video has 45,000 views.
That's quite impressive.
Yeah. It's at 47,000 right now. It just keeps going up every day, and it's like, god damn, dude. I'm not even doing anything to advertise it, but people are still finding it. It's great. It might actually hit 50,000. Hell, maybe it'll hit 100. Who knows? I only sent my notification to Twitch 2 days ago. They're not going to get back to me till at least Thursday. That's what it's been the last couple times.
I don't like it when she goes to the left first because I'm like, I set it up for her to go to the right, but then she doesn't, and it makes me upset.
A friend of mine told me that he searched Touhou before one of my videos came up, so I was like, oh, that's cool. That's nice. I'm glad that happens.
God damn it.
It's like the second video shows up, you just look up Touhou. Huh.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome, actually. I know the first one that shows up is the one that has 1 million views, 12 minutes long.
I think I know that one. That one's appeared in my recommended a few times. Never watched it, though.
Mark showed me it, and I didn't think it was that funny, admittedly. I thought it was okay, but I don't know. I also laugh at
what you're saying is that yours is better?
Well, I laugh at the text-to-speech guy. He makes me laugh. That video was funny.
Yeah,
but
text-to-speech is just funny.
I don't know. I didn't find that video as enjoyable as the other one.
I don't know how I hit that knife, but I'm upset that I did.
Mark liked it though. That's why he showed it to me. The term diaper head is not as endearing as people would like you to think. That's for sure.
No,
Especially since the whole
like
diaper head thing disappeared after Touhou 10. So,
Man, I nudged over too.
Blindsided. Video has a good thumbnail and doesn't immediately look weeb as fuck, so it's very clickable. Good, because that's the plan with it. I like my thumbnails because they show off something involved in the game or whatever the project is, but they're not like, ridiculous. I hate clickbait. I hate all types of clickbait. So I like the thumbnails to just illustrate the point of the video without anything like extra, My favorite thumbnail is the Touhouvania one though. That one turned out so fucking good. Like the Reimu in the Belmont pose, the Remy in the Dracula position. Rack made it look really fucking good.
Dang it.
Easily my favorite one.
think I like the Skydrift one the most.
That one is so good because I gave him the idea for the characters. I was like, well, like maybe I could have Reimu and Marissa up top. But it's like, oh wait, Sanai's in the game, so I got to put that in somehow. So I put them with their pair-ups. Gave them the personalities, and I was like, just use a background. I didn't have a background I could just pull, so I was like, make a background similar to the game, the Mari Circuit. And what did he do? He managed to illustrate an actual portion of the track perfectly. Like, Chad, if you actually look at Mari Circuit in that game, he actually drew the proportions of the track correctly. That section in the thumbnail is in the game itself. It's fucking gorgeous. It's crazy, because it's just like, he shoots me a rough sketch, and I'm like, looks good. And then he shoots me the final one, and it's like, goddamn, dude. Like, there's very little I have to say. He kind of just has a really good idea of what to do with the little info I give him.
Chat, did you know that Touhou becomes 10,000 times more hype if you have Metal Gear Rising soundtrack playing? Because it does.
This is rules of nature.
Yeah. Listen to a good chunk of that soundtrack because we were tired of the music, so we got a music bot. We listen to music. I got introduced to some bangers though.
One of the only active Touhou streamers who doesn't speak Japanese, that isn't a world record holder of anything. That is correct. I just like the games. I like playing them.
They're fun. Sometimes. Then sometimes you play the games the way they aren't quite intended, and it's a little less fun, but ultimately you keep going because you know that, you'll get better at it, and eventually everything will work out.
I'm not the guy to look for high-level gameplay, but I certainly feel like a fucking badass when I do some hard shit. Close.
Man, I heard the sound start! I just noticed Remy has her hand, like, extended in her pose, and it kind of looks weird now.
Just watch any pro YouTube Touhou streamer. They die all the fucking time. Except Yusuke. Don't watch him, he's actually good. Some people are really fucking good at these games. It's really impressive.
Like, look at Remy's portrait. Her hand is just outstretched, and it looks weird now that I see it.
Massive hands.
Big hands.
Yowie hands.
I stood there and took that, because I thought I was in a good spot.
They die all the time. Because this game is hard. No one is immune to bullshit.
I don't think an alien truly does exist.
No, everyone has been hit by bullshit at least once in their life.
I've been hit by it about 2,000.
No matter how many times you try to prepare yourself for it, there's always one that slips through the cracks. Like that.
Yeah.
Her hands are massive. She's got big hands. Iza Yaoi hands. Now it makes sense why she named her that. Sakuya's real name is actually not Sakuya Iza Yaoi, but I don't know what her real name is. I don't know if it's Phantom or if it was actually confirmed or not, but it seems like Remy gave her name.
Huh.
Again, no idea if that's confirmed or just fan lore. Either way, that's a cool idea.
Adds to the mystery of her character.
Yeah, given how little we know about them, who knows? She could be a vampire hunter. It was confirmed in Aku's book. Okay, cool. Sometimes it's hard to remember what is canon and what is fanon. Because something that is mentioned in canon for a second could be taken to the bank in fanon for the rest of days. Remember that. Yukari isn't Yukari's name. No, she picked that one herself. I actually know that one. That's mentioned in Curiosities by Renosuke about how Yukari's name isn't her actual name and it's one she picked herself.
How does he know that?
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes Aki's pretty unreliable. That's another thing about Aki's book as well, right? Is the fact that there is some information in there that is just incorrect due to the nature of the writing. We're at 82.
I know we're at 82. I didn't know that, actually. I stopped looking at them.
I can't believe we're here.
What do you mean?
Well, we were at 11 when you started. I can't believe we're at 83.
I don't know, man. I couldn't believe 2,000 had passed, and that's where I'm at. God damn it.
How do you delete emotes you? Oh god, I wish I knew. Anyone else's Twitch dashboard filled out with a bunch of bit reward emotes that they hate and they can't get rid of because they got them by someone else's generosity? You know, it's like they should have a Twitch Boxing Day where you can trade in every emote you got that you didn't like for one that you do like. And then we'll see. Then we'll see. You think Zuma 100% say the relation Maribel and Rikari is? No. I don't. Zun's good at giving information, and he's also good at withholding information. So to leave there's some fun for theorists and stuff. Oh.
Man, it comes at me too fast.
Like, he's made a few hints towards Maribel and Yukari, but I don't think he's ever gonna explicitly come out and say anything, right? That snowman with a mask emote looks terrible because from far away it looks like it has lips or teeth. Like, look, it looks like it either has giant blue dick-sucking lips or you can see teeth through the mask. It's like, what is that? You gotta remember when you're making an emote that it's only gonna be viewed at a minuscule size from a screen far away anyway. No one's looking at that shit at close range. Tell me I'm wrong! Tell me I'm wrong!
I don't even know how that hit me.
So 17.5 Maribel final boss confirmed. Do you think Maribel and Renko will ever find their way in an actual game? I sort of doubt it considering they're from the future.
Who knows? If they're from the future, doesn't that mean they'd come to a different Gensokyo than the one we see?
Nope. They go to the same one.
Okay.
Oh.
Come on, man! Carl!
If you had dodged that last night, it would have
I
been
know,
game.
I heard the noise start.
That's the noise of, oh shit, you got me. Psych!
Yeah. When you hear that noise in 14.3, it's like, oh shit, don't choke. And then you probably choke because you're really scared because it's really hard.
Yeah, the Secret Sailing Club takes place, considering Renko is like great-granddaughter of, I don't know, the granddaughter or great-granddaughter. I don't know how far in the future it goes, but she's related to Sumireko in some way. And Sumireko is like 17 when she first goes into Gensokyo. So I would say it's fair to assume that at minimum, the events of the Sailing Club take place 60 years in the future, at minimum, because Renko and Maribel are college students. So, you know, most of the people, pretty much all the humans of Gensokyo that we know probably aren't around anymore, which is kind of sad when you think about it. If there's one thing I despise, it's when I click something, and it's like tags, drama, sad. Oh, who are the characters in it? Oh, Marissa, Sakuya, Reimu. Oh, you know, the characters that have mortality as an issue. Yep, I'm having fun.
To be fair, they did not tag it as fun. They did tag it as sad and drama.
I sure do fucking love when I click a cute little EOSD comic and it's like, Sakuya dies. It's like, no! No, I don't want to read about how they're coping with grief. That makes me feel bad.
I think that was the idea.
I don't want to feel bad. I want to look at Remy when she's like 2 feet tall, and if I poke her, she squeaks. Like, I want that Remy. Yeah. I don't want sad Remy coping with the loss of her best friend. God damn it.
You know what's crazy is that I don't even know how I dodge most of this.
I don't want to be sad. I want to be monkey.
Go back. I want to be monkey. Reject humanity. Become maid. God damn it.
Every time you get a good run, it's followed up by a run that's so fucking embarrassing that it makes you want to put the controller down.
Yes. Holy shit, yes. You never have 2 good runs in a row. They all suck.
You just have to.
Over there?
You have to pull off the. You gotta pull the Pog streamer alert. There you go. That's a hidden technique.
All
Currently
right.
it worked. It's 1 for 1, but you can't just pull it out at the beginning. You have to get a feel for it.
A feel for it, huh? Well, that
Good,
I'm glad
good
I
thing you didn't do it.
Yeah, right? I thought about it.
99. I'm holding my celebration.
No, it's fine.
100! Woo! Does it go to 100? Oh, yes it does. That number is counting forever.
Oh, God.
And in LOL K, it's 99 and it just has plus marks.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
101?
101.
What do you think Remy thinks about this?
Like, fighting herself?
No, every time you get hit, you're like, again, and she just has to do the same pattern 100 times.
Again. Do it again.
One more time.
One more. You just keep hitting her with the one more.
It's just a lot of energy to burn.
You're literally asking her to do one more until you can one and done her.
Yeah. This is why we stay in lobbies, baby. I'll lose 20 games in a row, but if I win that last close game, GG easy.
Exactly. Especially if they're being an asshole. It's like, I'm gonna make you hold the ultimate L.
I'm gonna. Oh, no, I mean, you won and done. You're holding the L there, no matter what.
Nah, man.
If you
I get the last W.
Yeah, out of the 20 you played.
Yeah, and I get to walk away the winner.
I wonder why LOL K 99 pluses you. I know it does that because of what's her face, Clown.
Wow. God damn it!
Maybe it was to make you not feel as bad, I suppose. Because there's a good chance you're gonna have every single spell card look like
99 plus any of Clowns. I don't think you didn't do that until Junko.
No, but if you play the game enough times, you'll probably see like 99 plus. Like if you didn't have 99 plus, you'd probably just see every spell card would have a clear rate of 0.2%, maybe even lower. Like, oh, Clown Piece Laser, 1 out of 298 clears. 1 clear out of 298 attempts.
Hey, you want to know how many clears I have out of 2,507?
Win the game by spamming bombs, then brag about how incredibly easy it is.
Yeah, exactly. Play normal mode, beat normal mode with all of your resources, and then go online and talk about how easy the game is.
That reminds me of the guy who told me that the final boss against a Wanderer was really easy. Sorry, piss easy, because he spammed all the good items. You know, the items that make bosses easier and not challenging. So the boss is piss easy if you use the items that make the boss piss easy. Huh, who would have thought?
I would have never thought that.
Who would have thought? I have never seen the spell card counter go past 99 in any game except for, or sorry, even reach 99 in any game except LOL K. This is a first for me.
It's not a first for me, but then again, I'm talking about a spin-off.
Double spoiler and Shoot the Bullet don't record attempts, they record pictures taken.
God dang it!
Pichoon.
It's all, like, is it really so much to just dodge one more and then win?
Be honest, the worst Clown Piece spell card for me is the one that I could never beat. And that's the one where you have to get close to it to slow it down. I do not understand how that one works. I literally only beat it because Marissa has enough DPS to get through it without having to actually do the spell card itself. I cannot figure that one out. I did every other spell card properly though. Even though I made the laser one as fucking annoying as possible for me. I still did it.
God! One more, man! All I need is one more.
Gray's Inferno, yeah, that's the one. I don't know how to do that one. I can't do it properly because I don't feel like there's enough breathing room to get back in position most of the time. So I basically just hugged her with Marissa and slowly streamed backwards until eventually I did enough damage. Because remember, I pretty much beat that game without using a bomb for the Marissa run. I used one by accident and then I used one because I didn't want to have to redo laser positions. So I used the bomb twice, but I didn't use it for anything in stage 5 or 6.
I stood there and took it.
Deer in headlights, baby.
Deer in the headlights.
It's the only spell card that even has that gimmick in the entire series, and I really can't be bothered to learn it, so bomb it is. That's fair. Sukuna kind of has one similar to it, though. Her attack on dwarf spell card, when you get close to the orb, the big orb in the ring, it stops so you can get through it, but it's not exactly the same. Similar, but I know what you mean. If there's one character who has a really obnoxious gimmick, it's fucking Seiga. I hate Sage's gimmick because her Danmaku is incredibly simple, but she turns the fucking screen around.
Yeah, that would explain her shot type.
I hate it.
Same.
Like, oh, you just have to do standard wave dodging. Now the game's upside down, so now you're playing against the controller. You know, you're no longer fighting the spell card, you're fighting your own goddamn muscle memory. I can't do that.
No, nope. Neither can I, Chief.
The arrows from below that Sage throws at you, you're not gonna like Okina. That's for sure. Okina's entire shtick is shit from behind you.
Because your shot type is behind you.
I hate that one. I just can't handle her switching the screen around. If you actually look at Sage's patterns, they're not that different from like, you know what you'd, like they're very simplistic. You could even see them on stage bosses. Or not stage bosses, stage enemies. But it's due to the nature of the camera control that she was, that makes it an absolute fucking pain in the ass. Imagine doing this upside down.
I'd rather not. You know what? I'd rather imagine doing this upside down than doing Yatsuhashi again.
Okina's last spell card is a pain in the ass. To be honest with you, I'm not even sure how to do her spell cards. I remember I did her summer spell card because I just stood in the middle, and when the bulletin closed, I pressed the summer season button and blocked it. It worked. I didn't have to learn anything. And I captured the spell card as a result. Rainbow doesn't hang out with anyone. She hangs out at her shrine and then people visit her. She attracts strong yokai and they come into her shrine to hang out. And Rainbow complains about it, but deep down she doesn't mind as much as she would lead you to believe. If she did, she'd probably beat everyone over the head with a stick to get rid of them.
Yeah, she'd fortune teller everyone if she really didn't care.
Chad, I saw a picture of the It scene with Kozusu and the fortune teller.
Yeah.
That's the good shit.
God, I didn't want to nudge that far over, man.
Chat, what character in the series do you think has the coolest gimmick to their bullets? If you say show, I will hit you. Curvy lasers are not a cool mechanic. That's for sure. I think Kyoko has a really cool mechanic. How she creates bubbles that her bullets cannot leave.
So they just ricochet around, and she releases it, and it's like boom.
They're cool. They're not as dangerous as they could be because, you know, stage 2 boss. Maybe they're worse on Lunatic, but I think it's really cool. Shinki's Cheetos? I can't believe that. I hate those bullets. Also, they're not unique to her. Mai and Yuki use them too.
Trying to think.
It has to be something that only that character does. You know, that's kind of limiting the pool. But like, I'm pretty sure there's no other character who creates bubbles like Kyoko does.
Impossible spell card for reference.
Well, they probably use the same abilities.
Sekibanki's neck.
Yeah, she does do that. I don't know if I'd count her heads as like...
Oh, fine.
There we go. I don't know if I'd count her heads as familiars, but there's definitely something annoying about her shit. Alright, my turn again. Okay.
Yeah, the one I'm thinking of, Sekibanki has a spell card it's hard, but I actually really like it. It was one of my favorites to do. I genuinely think it's fun to do if you can figure it out. Well, actually, I think half the fun is figuring it out. Then you figure it out and you're like, God damn it, why won't it work?
Alright, chat. Who's next? Oh, gotta read the thing. High-speed Scarlet, showing her power straightforwardly without any cheap tricks. In fact, she's more of the physical.
She's more of the physical type than the magic type, I think.
Dominating everyone with her superior physical strength. Mel.
You know what? I'll find it on the wiki. I'm sure it has one.
I don't know why that cuts off like that.
So you can make yourself big and throwing yourself at you. It's no fun to play, but it's funny to look at.
You got a point there. I agree. Alright,
Moko.
Phoenix Rebirth. Guess what this is? Super Phoenix Tail.
Oh. It looks like a combination of Phoenix Tail and the second. Oh, it's like Scarlet Shoot, but Phoenix. Let's see. Alright, well, I just kind of googled Scarlet Destiny, and apparently it's an album by a band called Sensitive Heart. Alright, maybe I should specify the Touhou one.
I'm not quite sure how this one works. So, it's aim. So aim,
Oh, it's a Touhou album.
aim.
I want the spell card though.
I'm not quite sure how it aims yet. I'm assuming that it's aimed at me, so I just need to move continuously one way, but I need to...
Yeah, it's like aimed, and then it's spread out again.
Let's see. Aimed. I need to move... Okay, I'm pretty sure she shoots one directly at me, so I just need to move decently far away from it. I think I can do that. Shot 1. Shot 2. It's still scary.
Raisin's illusion bullet shtick is cool even if I can't capture her corner circle spells. I think her gimmick is pretty neat.
What about Yomu's bullet time?
No. Oh, there's more layers.
Yeah, there's an extra layer to it. So I need to do wide dodging back and forth. And I'm assuming it's gonna stay the same way after that.
Does Dead Yoshika count as a technique? I would say so. No other character does that.
Yeah, I guess you got a point there.
And by that logic, would you say that Orin zombie fairies count?
Well, does Alice's dolls come back?
I mean, I'd say zombie fairies are different from dolls.
Well, they're not zombies. They're just cosplaying. They're just regular fairies.
Fair enough.
Oku's massive bullets are actually unique as well.
Where is... Alright.
Whoops. This is hard.
Alright, yeah. High-speed Scarlet, showing her power straightforwardly without any cheat tricks. In fact, she's more of the physical type than magic type, dominating everyone with her superior physical strength. Melee trumps Danmaku. That's what it says.
Melee trumps Danmaku. Yeah, I suppose if you punch someone in the face, it'll hurt more than shooting a laser at them.
I mean, yeah. Look at Azure Reflections. You can sucker punch Tierno and it does more than doing the spell card.
Okay.
Alright, that does look hard though. Does Moko? Well, Moko kinda does, I guess. Not an 8, but Moko does use the big sun bullets.
Got her.
Oh, she died real fast.
Got one! Alright, I'll go again since
Alright, why not?
I don't think that took very many tries.
No, it didn't.
11. Cool. Little Sister in Scarlet may remind you of someone else's name, but actually it can mean paint me red as well. If it was any more red though, it'd just be a fireball. Yeah, so Moko's name sounds Scarlet Little Sister.
Huh.
Yeah. Alright, apparently Fantasy Nature's the worst one.
I don't know, I feel like we should do this one last because she's the main character.
It's a timeout spell. 33 seconds.
Apparently Fantasy Seal Blink isn't a timeout.
Yeah, apparently not.
I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to hit her though, so might as well be. Ooh. So close,
Damn
too.
Tu.
Can you destroy the yin yang orbs?
Maybe? That worked last time. And it's like... No, she's
No.
invincible.
Okay. I was wondering if they were familiars or not. How? Okay.
I crashed into the gray one.
Does anyone other than Marissa use Oreo Sun? Mima, yeah.
Mima.
Memer. Chat, I watched a video of someone saying...
Whoops.
He said the entire Touhou character list, besides, like, the entire Touhou cast in under 30 seconds, sped up, obviously. It was kind of a meme. And, he didn't include PC98. And then when I went in the comments, he pinned a comment that said, PC98 is dead and Mima isn't coming back. And I'm just like, oh, if I said that in this chat, that would make people sad. But I did laugh. Rainbow be floating? Everyone be floating. Everyone can fly. Except Marissa, I think she still needs the broom. But I don't actually know about that. Mima will be remembered. Gone but not forgotten. Well, she at least herself seems to be not a hitbox, so you can actually pass her.
Damn.
Who will be remembered? Mima. And every other character from PC98. I like how when asked if he would bring them back, Zun said, I won't say no, which is basically his way of saying he's not going to say no, but he probably not. But who knows? Who knows? He said that, but he did bring Alice back, and he did bring Yuka back, so it's not impossible.
So you notice when she shoots, there's like a gap. Sort of.
Sort of. It kind of looks like she does like a half circle and then like a miniature full circle like that. Well, more like a star shape, I guess. 5 points, and then this.
I should have moved down. I'm trying to figure out a way. Like I can get it consistently up to that point by just not moving here.
God.
So make this shoot here. And
how did it take so long that we've already been going for over an hour? Chat, I'm sorry I'm bad. I've been mentally damaged by 14.3. People are theorizing the villain could be Mima because his vengeful spirit with beef at the Hakurai Shrine and knows a lot about him, who has been reenacting incidents from 6 onwards. But that's just the GameCraft theory. Also, does Touhou 18 have a title?
I don't think there's anything on the game yet.
Reimu's not real. It's all in your head, Luigi. This is all in your head, Luigi. It's in your imagination. That's what Racing's bullets are.
Jesus.
Racing's bullets are all in your imagination.
Having trouble getting past that part, because she shoots them at a weird angle. Maybe I need to go faster. Let's see.
Chat, let the Mima fans believe that their favorite character will come back. Feels like if you can stay at like an edge of the screen, the better. Like if you don't have to go in the middle, it doesn't feel like you should.
Well, no. It's more like I can dodge everything in the bottom right, and then that one happens, and I don't see a clear way to get around it all.
Who's Reimu? I only know Red Sanai. Yeah, that's Reimu. That's Red Sanai. You know, the inferior one. Chat, I know we posed this question like 1,000 times before, but what's more infuriating? Failing at a consistent spell card or failing at a random spell card?
Depends how much knowledge you have, I think.
Oh, is there an incorrect translation that calls it Fantasy Heaven instead of Fantasy Nature? Is this supposed to be Fantasy Nature?
I hate when I hit a gray one.
Yes.
It says Fantasy Nature.
Yeah, but apparently there's a wrong translation that calls it Fantasy Heaven.
Oh.
Random is always horrible. I'd rather die to a fixed pattern 10,000 times than have to deal with Yatsuhashi. Preach. Chat, I'd rather do Fun Wheel than Yatsuhashi. Oh, you're super dead.
Well, my idea to dodge worked, but then she shot towards that area, so it didn't work. Wee. That's weird.
Can't confirm. I remember it as Fantasy Heaven, and I found it cooler. Oh, I think they're both cool in their own right. Fantasy Heaven and Fantasy Nature. Alright. God.
How did I get to 9 seconds?
50 names with an incorrect name is hard to remove. That's probably how the people who still call Aerith Eris feel.
This guy are sick.
Chat, why are there still people that call her Eris even though, like, it's been changed in every instance they can change it? Remember that thing I said about letting people believe?
Damn it.
Not that.
Reimu, bullet, dumb.
Reminder that cheating detective is supposed to be foul detective. Ugh. I still think that sounds gross. I don't like the word foul.
No, but it makes more sense because it's not like she's cheating. She hasn't done anything yet.
No.
I need a better strategy there. The Chaos Emeralds. Man.
By the way, it is. I will say that the entire time I've been playing 14.3, whenever I struggle with something, people just ask me if I'd rather be doing Kinkakuji, because they know how much you struggle with that. It's the measuring stick. Kinkakuji is now the measuring stick of suffering to your chat. Last time Alice spoke was in 2009. That's depressing. You know what? Characters don't need to talk in order to be popular. Zero. I know how you feel.
So close. So close.
It's cheating because she reads minds. That's true.
But she doesn't even left her house yet.
That sounds like even more cheating. She didn't even have to leave to solve anything.
Lauren does all the legwork.
And that's cheating. She's getting Watson to do it.
That's not cheating. That's using your resources.
Oh, okay.
I fucked that up. I need to go back down on that one.
Actually, chat, here's something that we can talk about, just so that I'm not staring at chat waiting to read things out loud. Why do you, like, what dictates how difficult some characters' spell cards are? Like, why are some characters as easy as stage 1 bosses, and then sometimes the stage 6 bosses a la Yuito?
Their own capabilities.
But Impossible Spell Card has taught me that doesn't matter.
Well, it's because they no longer care about the rules.
But where's the rule that says they have to suck? Where's the rule that says that Rumia can't be as strong as Shikari?
It's the power they're capable of.
But they're clearly capable of more.
Well,
that's the thing.
They're not capable of a whole lot more.
You say that, but...
Stage 1 bosses are stage 1 bosses, because they're not capable of a whole lot.
But they're capable of so much more in that game. That's the problem. It's clearly, like, they're clearly holding back or something.
Maybe you got them on a bad day, I don't know.
Yeah, or, you know, you're like a wanted fugitive who stole everything. Shoutouts to Seija for having the cojones to steal some of the things she did.
I need to do that one there. Well, I need to make it so the red ones angle away from the wall so I can squeeze through it.
Depends on how much they practice their spells, I would say. A fairy won't spend the whole day thinking on spells. But why did Yuyiko go from stage 6 to stage 1? That doesn't make sense.
Well, she's not actively trying to stop you in 13.
True. True.
There we go. Shit. Then I don't know what to do with that part.
I'm just saying that I don't think Danmaku reflects power as well as the games want us to think, because ISC has some real bullshit in it that from characters you would not think are capable of such.
It's because the rules are off.
But what's stopping them from doing something comparable when the rules are on?
The rules!
But they can.
That's what they're there for.
They're clearly capable of more, is my point. So why aren't they? Like, what's stopping them from going all out within the confines of the rules?
No, they can't go all out.
Why can't they go all out?
It's against the rules.
There is no rule.
There is a rule.
Where's the rule?
The rule says you can't have impossible spell cards.
Well, yeah, but if you can make an impossible spell card, you can obviously make some difficult shit.
Ow.
So what's stopping them from doing that?
I think the worst part about this one is how the gray bullets just kind of shoot out while you're dodging, and then you run into them.
I know the whole point of Danmaku is to make power levels pointless, but it's clearly like... That's my point, is that it seems like it's used as a measurement of strength when it kind of ain't.
I did it again. Keep doing that.
Just let them do stage 5 spell cards in stage 1? Yeah, make Touhou hard. That's called Lunatic.
They may be stronger, the versions of spell cards, but they still don't have enough of them.
But
Fuck.
32. Measurement by whom? I don't know. Whoever wrote the rule book.
Damn it, man. Manipulating position.
I can't remember if I brought this up here or not, but are the spell card rules an actually written thing, or is it like a mutual agreement between everyone?
It's probably written somewhere. Maybe
That makes
Haku has a copy.
That makes sense. I've just never really considered it, so that's why I wonder. How did they get everyone to agree to the rules, though? Reimu probably threatened to brain them if they didn't.
Because they understand that humans and yokai need a balance, but they can't just go killing every human that exists, because then they lose their own power source.
Maybe that's why PC98 characters don't return. They didn't have the rules back then, so they just disappeared. But that's just a GameCraft theory.
Damn it. They respect the rules out of necessity. And it's also because most yokai are old and bored, and so it's something fun to do.
Have in mind that most characters use spell cards for art and not for combat. This is why most early stage enemies have bad spells, because they want to show off their beautiful spell cards, while last bosses want to defeat you and use more aggressive ones. I will accept that answer, because that makes a lot of sense. Ugh.
And you may find yourself...
You may find yourself
Alright.
very close to victory, but in the end... Look, don't ask why characters like Miko and Byakuren know about the rules when they've been separated.
Yeah, don't ask that question.
Yeah, don't ask
That's a
questions.
hard question to answer. Just understand the purpose of the rules. What if I...
Maybe Byakuren and Miko played like... What if it's like Duel Monsters, where they just played like the ancient version of it on stone tablets? Byakuren and Miko don't actually know what it is, but they played the ancient Shadow Games version of it, therefore they do know what it is. There you go, chat. That's your new canonical answer. Oof.
Fuck. Had something there. If only I knew the positions they fired.
As far as I know, the only people who have ever beaten Reimu the first time would be Okina and the Watatskis, which is why Dylan doesn't like them. Well, that's not necessarily why he doesn't like them. It's part of why they beat her, that he doesn't like them. But I'm sure he's gone on that rant enough times for you to know that. Yeah, Reimu ain't perfect. Reimu's held some L's in her time. She may be bullshit overpowered protagonist, but she is not bullshit unbeatable protagonist.
I started doing a spin, and it started working. How weird. How weird.
Yeah, no, it's not a sacred canon. Reimu has indeed lost every now and then.
Luigi, my ulcer! God damn it.
Luigi, I can't get out of here. Oh, Dylan doesn't. I'm not saying he dislikes Okina. I'm saying he doesn't like the Tatsuki sisters.
I like Okina a lot.
Okina is metal as fuck. That's why I like her. She gets shit done. She's like the kind of person that it's like she don't always get involved, but when she does, oh boy, she gonna get shit done. That's why I like her. She's all reliable. You can count on her to do things. Going off the skill level of the average Touhou player, Reimu is definitely lost sometimes. Shh! Don't mention that part.
You get a point there.
I mean, if you really want to start talking about canon, don't these games like take place in Lunatic or something anyway?
Shit.
I don't actually know what the canon difficulty is.
I'd assume Lunatic just because it's more impressive to think that Reimu's beating them at their strongest.
I mean, it's even more impressive to think that Marissa's doing it.
Or Cherno.
Yeah, true. Remember, chat, Cherno is capable of defeating Okina.
Well.
Kind of.
Well.
She's also capable of not losing to Marissa. I say not lose because of that lovely detail in 12.8 where you beat Marissa and Cherno's the one that comes out injured. I won't say she can beat Marissa, I'll just say that she cannot lose to her. Seems that Zun has plans for the future for Okina with what happened in Visionary Fairies manga, so I am hyped. Yep. I would not be against seeing more Okina.
She hasn't shown up much, but in the small things she has shown up in.
Yeah, she gets shit done. Definitely someone who does things and does them well.
Which is amazing, because she's barely been on screen.
Yeah, she's already done more than Kaneko has on
damn
screen. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. It's funny because Kaneko does things, but Kaneko hasn't been on screen since well, I mean she's probably been in a few Sanai endings, but last time she appeared was like Touhou 10.
On screen a few times.
Yeah, in endings she was in the background of Hopeless Masquerade.
Sudoku shows us a Wildhorn Hermit with a megaphone.
Sorry, who did? I was talking over you.
Frog.
Frog, nice. Frogs go mlem mlem. Snakes go. Thanks for coming, folks. I don't know why that panel exists, but I'm glad it does, because it makes me laugh every time I see it. One day, every Stage 5 boss will be playable, except Sho's, he's busy. What if Sho's shot type was curvy lasers, though? I don't know how it would
be more annoying to hit things with, because they would curve.
It's true. Yeah, Chad, I couldn't tell you why. I mean, I can't tell you why. It's because I like the character, but I would like to see a playable clown. It just sounds like it'd be fun.
Fuck. I have an idea there. If I'd circled perfectly.
Homing curved lasers like PC98 Yuka. That's how you do it.
Oh, as Zun feels when his Stage 5 bosses aren't nearly as popular as other characters in the game. Because the Stage 5 boss is kind of synonymous with the role of future protagonists when you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sakuya, Yomu, Reisen, Sanai.
Yeah, right? See, all those games have those right there. And then with Touhou 11, Oren's great.
Oren doesn't really strike me as a... Well, then again, neither does Sakuya, really. Like, why would the maid of the evil vamp... Well, not evil, but why would the maid of the vampire want to get involved with anything? But she did quite a few times.
Boredom.
I mean, true, but she seems like she's a very busy lady, so... I don't really...
Oh, that was an accident. I wasn't quite sure what to do there.
Oren, Show, Clown... I guess we did already get Seija, huh? Kind of.
Futo and Seija, yeah.
Futo, right. Yeah, well... Oh, Futo got to be in the fighting games at least. There's something.
Again, I don't think Rin was not popular, but like there were definitely more popular characters in that game.
Koishi.
Well, her popularity came later.
I guess, yeah. I kind of forget about that. I don't usually have a timeline for those kind of things.
Let's try it again.
Auron has been active in cheating Detective Satori, and 17.5 is an old hell. I have hopes. True?
I wonder who's more popular between Oku and Auron. I would assume it's Oku.
Yeah, I think I like Oku a little more.
I based that off of two things.
I mean, I can find the popularity poll.
Yeah, that'll work.
Alright. Touhou popularity poll. 2020 poll results. Alright, and I have this lovely little thing called search on the page, so instead of actually scrolling through it, Utsuo is...
Shit.
Hold on, let me make sure that's the... Yeah, 2020 rankings, so that's... Hey. Oh. She's... Utsuo was 38th, and Auron was... I'll find her. Where is she?
Fuck. Didn't go far enough.
Hold on, chat. I need to figure something out. I need to expose myself for how little I know real quick.
Do you not know her real name?
No.
Kainbyo Rin.
Okay. She's 47. She is 9 spaces below Utsuo.
Really? Lame.
Yeah.
Lame.
Huh. Why do people call her Auron?
That's her nickname.
But why?
Because that's the name she goes with herself.
But why?
But she likes it.
I mean, I guess I can't argue with that. It's just I kind of forget that Auron isn't her name and that it is a nickname. I'm like, I gotta find Auron. I'm like, oh wait, her name is just Rin. Right.
Weird.
Yeah, I at least, chat, I did not think it was Rin Satsuki. I knew that much. I'm not that dumb. The only reason why Oku is final boss tier is that since Raven's like pretty things, she makes pretty cards. She's also nuclear. That would help.
Oku embodies everything men love.
Big.
Yeah.
It's true. Not untrue.
Shit. If she was part robot, she would be the complete package. But she might as well be because she's basically a nuclear reactor.
I mean, she's got like a super long Mega Man arm cannon. Her foot is a rock. Ow. I forget what the deal is with her foot. I just wanted to call it a rock because I knew someone would react to it.
The elephant's foot.
Chat, I don't know why this image just popped in my head, but I'm now imagining that scene from It. But now Kaneko is Pennywise, and she's offering Utsuo the Yatagarasu. Feel free to draw that if you want, but I don't know why that came into my mind. But I thought it was funny.
Why do I have to spend 20 seconds just to get to the hard part? Why?
Don't even get me started. We all pitchoon down here? It's true. I pitchoon many times.
Boom.
Yeah, Chad, who's gonna win, Reimu or Reimu?
This is hard.
Remember when you were like, yeah, Moko didn't take too long, I can do this one, and now this one is filling that void pretty nicely.
I need a better alternative strategy here. Circling her doesn't seem to be consistent, and I keep crashing before I can even begin it.
Yeah, chat, that's a good point. Why is Reimu like 2 feet tall with Dylan's Reimu, but then the Reimu he's fighting is like 6 feet tall? That one's like 2 Reimus. That's like 3 Reimus stacked on top of each other. And Sopo logic.
Well,
If
I just got told no.
If I stole your joke, it's because I didn't read it and genuinely just thought of it myself.
He
But if
stole my joke!
You really think someone would do that? Go on the internet and steal jokes?
Binky stole my joke!
There's no common sense in Gensopo? That's true. Isn't it nice to say something like that? Don't let yourself be held back by common sense?
Yep.
Exactly.
I was okay there. I didn't need to move.
You have no idea. Yeah, chat, that's right. I stole your joke. What are you gonna do about it?
Report me.
What are you gonna do? Ban me? Ban me from chat? Can you ban yourself from your own chat?
Can't say I've ever tried.
If so, what happens if you don't... You have to, like, add a moderator to unban you. I'm glad you understand that it was a low-hanging fruit, by your own words. I'm glad you understand that why I stole your joke, accidentally. Tried to ban yourself, didn't work. I won't ask why, but thank you for trying it at some point. I don't remember when it happened, but at some point I asked how we were going for an hour at about 1 hour and 7 minutes. Now we're at 1 hour and 32 minutes.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, it's going for a while. Twitch made it impossible to ban yourself because someone did. Why am I not surprised to hear that at all? You have no... Bro, she was 1 bullet. She didn't even have health left. I just had to hit her with 1 more bullet and she died, and I didn't do it. And it hurt. It hurt like nothing I've ever felt before. I like the term 5-dimensional chess. Alright, I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna steal that one for future use. That's a good one.
Unfortunate.
Dylan can do it. He's dealt with worse bullshit. I've dealt with worse bullshit. In fact, I'm dealing with the bullshit so that he can deal with the bullshit. I'm doing it for you, chat. It's all for you. $5D chess real check Steam.
You know a pattern I noticed with timeouts? Is that you do the first 90% of it, and the pattern's perfectly fine, and the last 5 seconds it's just like, alright, here's the nonsense part, where you don't have any actual practice to it, and you just gotta ad-lib a victory in 5 seconds.
Yeah, what do you think I did when I was doing Scarlet Destiny? You think I was learning?
That's not a timeout spell.
My point still stands. You think I learned anything there? I ad-libbed the shit out of that dodge. That's how haha funny spreads in the internet. Everyone steals from each other. That's true. Nobody has ever had an original thought. No thoughts, head empty. Every extra boss ever, basically, is true.
I don't like timeout spells very much for this reason. They're slow-paced, you figure out what you're supposed to do for 70 seconds, then you oh my fuck, how did I do that 3 times in a row? Then you get to the part where it's just like, alright, now nothing's stopping and you need to just figure out the pattern now. And if you want to practice it, you gotta wait out the whole fucking minute and a half of the spell card. They're not even that exciting to watch until you get to the good part.
No. Like, I've watched you do this part so many times, I'm just like, yeah, this is how he do. That's how it do, Yugi. Seconds left.
Damn it.
I wonder if, would it be safe at the end there to do like a mini circle around like her yin yang orbs?
I went to do that, then I panicked because I didn't know what time was left.
I wonder if I think that might work, but I don't know. I'm not the one doing it, obviously.
Sometimes my movement isn't fast enough.
That's what memes used to be. A meme used to be an idea that spreads from person to person. Now it's basically
an idea that I steal from person to person.
Yeah. Meme has basically replaced the word joke. No one ever said... When was the last time you said, nice joke, bro, as opposed to saying, haha, cool meme, bro? The memes, Jack. Chat, I love Metal Gear Rising, even though it's ridiculous. That's why I love it, because it's ridiculous. The DNA of the soul.
So I tried to move.
No idea. I feel your pain. I went through this for 5 hours. It's not fun. Ideas are more easily spread through jokes because they have a connotation of laughter attached, so you are more likely to share it. That's true. But meme is joke now. Sorry, I don't make the rules.
I don't think Reimu moves the same way every time. I think there's a degree of randomness in her movement.
RNG?
That would explain why I sometimes fuck up the same movement.
Medieval scribes had a meme of depicting knights fighting snails in the margins, if you can believe it.
What?
I don't know.
Didn't hear a word you said.
Medieval scribes had a meme of depicting knights fighting snails in the margins.
Even the ancient Egyptians were shit posters.
It's true, everything is ironic nowadays. We're never genuine anymore. Ugh.
Fuck.
Maybe a little wider circle? I don't know. It looked like it would have worked, though. Like, that looked
I think
good.
it needs to be just outside the yin-yang orbs.
Yeah, that might work.
It's a bit of a last-ditch effort since it's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's at the end. It's true, they could. The ancient Egyptians could do that, and we would never know. Memes being jokes is quite a popular meme. Well, there you go. It's the meme paradox, Jack. Whee!
I'm hesitant to circle because I don't know how to dodge it.
That's true. People are very good at killing memes fast. So, well, then again, some memes just also aren't good. There's so, like, I want to give an example, but I can't because they were so bad they died.
Meme culture is making a meme, having a bunch of other people make the meme, having people making counter memes, and then it dies.
Yeah, but there are a few memes that are timeless, like Galaxy Brain. I still laugh at those.
Like, day 1, the meme exists. Day 2, everyone has made a meme of it. Day 3, the people that hate the meme and everything it's worth have arisen, and they are making their voices known. Day 4, new meme is discovered.
And the cycle repeats. Like, there are memes that have stood the test of time. Galaxy Brain, Drake. I'm sure there's some others that I'm forgetting. Not all memes die, but a lot of them do.
I cannot believe I hit that one.
I would tell a chemistry joke, but all the good ones are gone. No, that's a good one. I approve of that one. Best timeless meme is press F to pay respect. That's a pretty good one.
That is a good one.
Chat, would you say that just saying the word oof is a meme? I genuinely can't tell with that one.
I hate how sometimes that one curves open.
No, yes, a bit. I'm not talking about Drake and Josh. I'm talking about the one from the two poses from the music video where the top one is like no and then the bottom is yes. You know what I'm talking about. No, it's from the one with We Shot Blink. That's the example I'm going to use because I don't remember the name of the real song.
Well, I dodged one of them that I shouldn't have, and then I got hit by one that I shouldn't have got hit by.
Roblox Man did not invent oof, but you cannot say that Roblox Man did not popularize oof. And then Minecraft Steve...
It's not a matter of inventing, it's a matter of popularizing.
Yeah, like whoever invented Me and the Boys, that was not the artist for Spider-Man. That was not the animator.
Yeah.
That's a meme I wish lived a little longer. I still find that one funny.
The fucking expressions on them.
They're so good.
Ow. My ear's itchy. I almost got hit.
Yeah, you know what, chat? I think I've come to the conclusion. I think saying oof is a meme because of Roblox and, to a lesser extent, early days of Minecraft.
Oof!
Oof! I don't even know what memes there are right now besides the Bugs Bunny one that I still see every now and then.
Chungus.
Not Chungus, it's the one where he's in the suit and it's like, I wish all blank a very blank.
Chungus.
Fine, Dylan, it can be Big Chungus.
Chungus.
Big Chungus.
Some memes don't make any fucking sense, but they exist.
True.
It's just a frame of fat Bugs Bunny. Why is it so popular? What happened?
Funny, even though Chungus is dead, I still use the word big regularly.
Chad, I'm beginning to hate this.
Yeah. You're gonna hate me when I get you to play 14.3.
Well, I survived something that I should have died in.
I wish all Touhou beginners a very good 1cc. That's a good way to put it. Why is Chungus on the PS4? Why isn't Chungus on the PS4? Ooh. You had an idea, except I would have kept running into those
Shit
housemen.
keeps moving too fast by the end to a point where it doesn't even make sense. Woo. Whoops. I like how I can get to the last like 6 seconds, but I can't beat them.
Chat, what's your favorite dead meme? Or what's a meme that you wish like lived longer? My answer is definitely Me and the Boys. I miss that meme. You know what the worst part is, chat? Is all the good memes die fast, and then the bad memes that you don't find funny are the ones that die.
Because the good memes get done to death.
Yeah. Like, chat, I want to be real with you. I never once found Lost funny. But that meme did not die. Lost, aka 122L. I never found it funny. I find it funny now that it's dead, but when it was still popular, I was just like, like, you know that one age of the internet where you had to make sure the video you were watching wasn't a screamer? There was a period where you had to look at an image and make sure it wasn't lost.
Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way.
Well, that's the problem. Lost was oversaturated and it wasn't good. Rickroll is a classic. Rickroll is still alive to this day. Kind of. Some people know the URL though, so it doesn't work.
Learning the fucking URL.
I unironically like the Rickroll song. Chad, I'm gonna be real with you. That's really not a bad song. It's not really.
Pretty sure it's Rick Astley's one-hit wonder though.
Yeah, I know Rick Astley does hate that song though.
Really?
I think he's not a fan of it, probably because it became a meme. I can look it up just to be sure though. There's always clever ways to bypass it. True, using a different URL always works, but that's when you...
That's suspicious. If you're giving me a bit.ly link to a YouTube video, I'm sus. Oh.
I like the version of the song where it's off key. It's like
I cannot stand that shit.
It makes me laugh, but it also makes me hurt. We're no strangers to love. Oh, it makes me laugh. Field drip is a new meme since I never heard anywhere until January this year. Now it's used everywhere. I don't really get that meme either. I don't know what drip is. But the Moko artist drew it, so it still made me laugh at least once.
Yeah, drip is weird, but yeah, whenever Joe-Con draws a meme, I get a chuckle out of it.
Drip is dumb. Don't ask me what drip is, because I barely know what it is myself.
Because you don't have it.
I do not have drip. I do not own the clothes that are in the drip meme.
I hate Ramos.
Stylish clothing thing, I think. But
You call that shit stylish?
It's like when dabbing became a thing. It's like, who is unironically doing this and thinking, yeah, this is the next big dance move?
Remember planking?
I try not to. Doesn't the Internet Historian have a video on planking?
Yep. Explain why it disappeared as quickly as it showed up. Someone always takes it too far, and then, whoops, somebody's dead. And now everyone's in trouble for doing it.
God damn it. Took me a while, but I did recently finally watch his No Man's Sky video. It was actually really interesting to learn the history of how that game came to be good.
Yeah.
Isn't planking illegal? I don't know.
It is illegal, yes.
Oh. Sick. Why'd they teach it me? Why'd they tell me to do it in high school?
Well, it became illegal when people started doing it over fucking balconies and falling.
Yeah, that would do it. What is planking? Look up the Internet Historian video. He could probably answer it better than I could. And while you're there, if I can recommend an Internet Historian video, I think my my personal favorite is the one about the May 21st rapture. That is my personal favorite Internet Historian video, so...
I like the poll ones. The Fallout 76 video is also really good.
I like that one a lot, too. I also like his ones about the conventions. Fire Festival, DashCon, and Rainforest.
The ball pit, baby.
You wanna know something? I don't think I'll talk about it. Maybe I shouldn't, but there is a funny little detail about the Fire Festival thing that I heard recently.
Fuck.
Going camping at the end of the world. That is my personal favorite. A prophecy has been foretold. Not the ball pit.
1 extra hour in the ball pit.
I think my favorite might be the Rain First video, just because the idea that it was such a disaster that like no one would take them because of it just kind of amazes me. Like, it was that bad. My favorite part of that video is probably the guy who's like, he's like talking on stage, and he's like, you know, the elevator buttons, you really don't have to use your feet for those. And then he's like hours later, and it shows tweets about the elevators being closed down. It's like, god damn it, guys.
Degeneracy.
Yeah. The Fallout one is good. The No Man's Sky one is also really good, but that one is lengthy, so you need time to watch it.
Yep.
Also, Brad's wife. Don't worry, guys. If you paid $300 extra for the definitive edition, you're entitled to $5 of in-game currency. I think the dev room email also gets me. It's like, listen, if you just tell us how you got in there, we might unban you.
I don't know why. I don't know what's going on anymore. What are we at? Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. You're at 103 attempts, though.
Fantasy nature.
Well done. You're 1/20th of my attempts at Yatsuhashi.
Pew.
Very serious business. I haven't watched that one yet. I should, though.
I'm pretty sure that's the second poll one. Any poll is a goal.
I think the only reason I haven't watched it is because I can't immediately tell what it's about. I don't even know what hit you. Get your preparation H. That's preparation for heaven. Tony the Tiger one? I haven't seen that one either, but that sounds that sounds like one I should watch. I also watched this one about the iPhone shit that 4chan did.
I've done that exact input like 3 times now, where I just run into a spawning bullet. I need to fuck off with that.
You know what's funny, chat, is I remember that whole iPhone thing where people were like, yeah, man, the new iPhone does have a headphone jack. You just gotta drill into it. And people fucking did it. Oh. People are dumb sometimes, but it makes us laugh. It makes the smart ones laugh.
You don't have to be smart to understand you don't drill a fucking hole into your phone for a headphone jack.
Or charging your iPhone by putting it in the microwave.
Wow. It charges something, alright.
Or the new iPhone update somehow making your iPhone waterproof. I don't even know. I don't know how you convince people that that's a thing that could be done, but lo and behold, they found a way.
I'm still here!
Microwave charging. Blah, my nose is stuffy. I keep sniffing. Chat, you know what's funny? I never noticed how much I sniffed until Christian was giving me shit for it when we would record. And he's like, are you done? It's like, bro, some people are sniffly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm me. But now I do notice it.
Well, just breathe normally then.
Bruh, I have sinus problems. I can't do that. Just breathe normally, bro. I can only shake my head at it. You can now use your phone at toll booths. Drop it in the coin slot, and it will be mailed back to you in 4 to 6 weeks. Is that a real thing that happened, or did you make it up? Sniffly is a good word. It's a funny word. It's from XKCD. I believe people did that. After all, if people are dumb enough to drill a hole into their iPhone for a headphone jack, they'll do fucking anything.
Chad, a lot of the time this stuff sounds like you're making it up. and that people can't actually be like
You
this.
really want to believe that people can't be this stupid, but they can and they are. Like, this sounds like the kind of, it sounds like this, like, fairy tale stuff that you tell your children. It's like, and then Uncle Jerry drilled a hole into his iPhone because he wanted a headphone jack. No, that was real, and multiple people did that.
There are a lot of people in this world that you don't know
It's true.
who have survived this long with that level of intelligence.
And that's concerning. How do they make it?
You don't have to be a super genius, but Jesus Christ, man. Some of that stuff is just worrying.
Like, I'm not a
Because if they're
genius.
doing that, imagine what they're doing with the important choices in their lives.
Imagine what else you can get them to do.
Oh, whoops. I need a better plan over there.
You know what? I have my own stupid person story. So I think in 9th grade, I was in my tech ed class, and we were doing some stuff with soldering irons, and there was some white styrofoam that we were doing stuff with. I don't even remember. And our teacher, who was a great teacher, that's a joke. She was awful. Didn't like her. She just told us not to burn the white styrofoam. Didn't actually really tell us why. And when we asked, she was like, I don't know, Google it. So all we knew was that we shouldn't do it. But
You know what happens when you tell kids not to do something?
yeah, they do it. But I'm not finished the story. So basically, one of the geniuses sitting at the table I was at was like out of the room, I think, at the time, or just wasn't paying attention. So my friend was like, "Yo, dude, you like don't burn the white styrofoam. You can't do that." And genius over here starts burning the white styrofoam, and is like, "Yeah, you can look." And it's like, that's not what we fucking meant.
Yeah, you can burn it.
Yeah, you can. It's like that. We didn't say genius Kojumbo. Chat, little known fact, you burn white styrofoam. Shit's mad toxic. My friend went home sick because he didn't feel good. I didn't go home, but I definitely did not feel good for the rest of the day. I definitely felt a little something in the stomach. But I was fine, kind of, I think. Chat, would you believe me if I said the same person went on to do some even less intelligent things? I won't tell you what they were, but the stupidity did not end there. Yeah, you can technically jump off a cliff. Wouldn't recommend it though. That's the thing. He misinterpreted what we said when we said that you can't do it. He assumed that meant you physically can't, not that you shouldn't.
Why did he try, though?
I don't know, because kids are dumb. You answered that question earlier. When you tell someone you can't do something, the first thing they do is try to do it. It's like an old George Carlin quote, which is if you tell people there's an invisible man living in the sky that created the universe and everything in it, the majority will believe you. If you tell them the paint is wet, they have to touch it just to be sure. And he's right.
Look at Nintendo's cartridge for an example of that.
Yeah. How many people licked the Switch cartridge before or after they found out why you shouldn't? Lord knows I did it after I found out why.
Why the fuck would you lick a Switch cartridge?
Because they told me not to. Why do you think I'm playing 14.3 Idolist? Because they told me not to. But
Nintendo says that they made the Switch cartridge taste like absolute fucking garbage to not make it so people won't lick it. I wonder what this absolute fucking garbage tastes like. Huh, how about that? It tastes like absolute fucking garbage. If Nintendo would have had less people licking the cartridge, if less people knew that was even a thing.
it's true.
Why do I continuously die at 0?
I did not lick Christian's Splatoon cartridge. I licked my Breath of the Wild cartridge, thank you.
Why?
Because I wanted to taste it. I had to know. I had to know the truth. And the truth is that they're awful. And I got my sister to do it because, like you said, you tell people not to do something and they'll ask why, and then they'll do it anyway. Spoiler alert, she didn't like it. Chat, you laugh at me, but remember when Tide Pods were a thing?
I cannot believe that was a fucking thing.
I can't either. You know what? The internet historian could probably make a video on that.
I don't know, break some guidelines if he gets too into depth at it. I don't know.
I don't know, man. If the planking video can talk about why I had to stop because people were dying from it, surely you can talk about why people had to stop eating Tide Pods because they were dying from it. I hate Tide Pods? I would hope so. I would also hope that you didn't eat one to find that out.
You probably wouldn't be here if you did.
I think he did that. I'd have to look it up then. One of my I don't know where my friend read this, but one of my friends once told me that apparently the people who did eat a Tide Pod and didn't die from it did say that it actually didn't taste that bad. So, you know, that's obviously the motivator to get more people to do it. Tell them that it's not actually that bad. I had someone coming to me and ask whether we could find Tide Pod cookies. I'm not even surprised to hear that.
While they got their phone recording, then they're giggling.
Yeah. It's like when someone in Vinny's chat told him about the guy who hit himself with a boomerang, sued himself and won. And he's like, why does nothing
What?
He's like, why does nothing surprise me anymore? I'm not sure if it was real, but I'd believe it.
Did the boomerang work as intended?
I don't know. You're like, imagine being the like, how do you do that? It's like, in my client's defense, Your Honor, the boomerang worked as intended. My client is also the defendant and the plaintiff.
Who do you sue for that? Yourself?
Yeah, he sued himself and won.
Where does he get the money from?
I don't know. I'm gonna look that up, actually. I've never actually looked this up before. Sounds like an Ace Attorney case. No, the Ace Attorney case would involve murder somehow.
Did you know there was a case where a lawyer demonstrated how his client couldn't have been guilty because of the angle of the shot wouldn't have been possible for his client? So he demonstrated, but he accidentally didn't load a blank, and he shot himself, basically.
Was he okay?
No.
Did he make it?
I think he won the case, but he did not survive.
Oh. I thought you were gonna bring up another story. I don't know if this one's real either, but I think my law teacher actually told me about this one. There was a case where a guy managed to clear his innocence by convincing the jury that he wasn't smart enough to commit the crime he was accused of.
If he can convince the jury that they're not smart enough to do that, he's not smart enough to do that, then he's a fucking genius.
Alright, I'm gonna make some progress here. Alright, yeah, I think it was real. A man did in fact sue himself and win after hitting himself with a boomerang. I don't know how you do that.
Who pays the reparations, though?
I don't know.
I don't understand that. My God!
Yeah, he won $300,000 for it. I don't know where he got it from. We are now over the 2-hour mark.
And I'm still here.
Yep. Sucks, doesn't it? Who made the boomerang? Well, he didn't sue the people who made the boomerang, he sued himself. The people who made the boomerang aren't even involved in the case. Right, yes, that was an episode of Judge Judy where a girl was suing a guy because she claimed that he stole her purse, and she started listing off the things that were in the purse, and then the guy was like, no, that wasn't in the purse, and Judge Judy's just like, she just laughed. Like, how can you be that stupid? It's like, I did not steal the purse, and then claims that this item was not in the purse. It's like, why do you know this if you didn't steal the purse? The answer is that you did steal the purse. And spoiler alert, chat, the case ended there.
This is so stupid.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Believe me, I'm not doing this, but I understand how you feel.
I can get to 2 seconds and then it's a game of chance.
Chat, Dylan is so tapped out, he only has one hand on the controller. I know he only needs one hand for this, but goddamn. Dylan, I think you should sue Reimu.
She doesn't have any money. What am I gonna get? The dirt?
No, I mean sue the fictional character Reimu. Like, for real.
She doesn't have any money!
Well, if a man can sue himself and win, why don't you think you can win this case?
Because there's no money to get from her.
Well,
All I do is make an enemy.
But you're suing a video game character.
Yeah?
You really don't think you can win that case?
No. Gotta hire a lawyer. There are no lawyers in Gensokyo.
I did it that one time.
She doesn't count. Will I ever win?
A man sued the people of a house he broke in because he trapped himself in the garage and had to live on dog food and Pepsi for a week. I heard a similar story once of a guy who broke into a house, and I think he fell on a knife or something and hurt himself, and he sued the homeowner. I think he won.
How do you even win a case like that?
I don't know, man. Sometimes court systems do weird things, like let people win cases like that. Snopes debunks the man who sued himself over the boomerang? Okay.
Alright, it again.
2 seconds. That's a new emote. 2 hours, 2 seconds. Oh my. You know, I was about to make a definition of insanity joke because you were doing the same thing over and over, and then you did it. Take the silent sip.
All done.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we were ending or not. This is 2 hours.
There's 3 left.
Alright, let's do it. We got, well, first I gotta change my controls and my character. Yeah.
See, I figured the circle there kind of worked, but I also remembered that I got to 0 in that corner before, so I utilized that corner, went through the corner, then returned to spinning, and then it worked.
So
I don't.
got
There's 3 left. Yomu, Alice, and Yukari. Hold on, go back to Reimu. I need to read her thing.
Right.
A secret technique that is extreme in many ways. With Reimu's ability to float, she floats away and from things and cannot be attacked. If it wasn't just for play with time limit, no one could beat her using this. Yeah, it's bullshit. She cheats.
Yep. I'll fight Alice.
Alright.
Phantom. Oh.
Guignol.
Crisscrossing blocks. Got it.
Looks like a lunatic spell card.
I know.
Well, she doesn't move, so you'll get your, you might as well put your familiar rep in her face, yeah.
Maximum damage. I really was hoping that would work for a bit.
Worth a try to see what happened.
Alright, well now I know how long I can stay down there for.
Whoa.
Damn it.
You're doing pretty good just standing still. Going up and down. Chat, what is Guignol? Where's that? What the fuck?
Alright, I gotta go after that one.
So yeah, it looks like, as far as I can tell right now, you can do this one just moving up and down. You're gonna move up for that.
Oh! Okay. I just got blindsided by that. Good lordy.
Alright, well you can do this part at least. Then you're gonna have to move left or right once it slows down.
I backed into it. What was that? Oh, me oh my.
Pronounced guignol. This, yeah, it's definitely a foreign word. It's just missing an accentation on it, because I don't think accentations are even available in the game's text options. So I'm gonna say guignol until I get a proper pronunciation. Do not hate me. I've never heard the word before. I can't believe you're able to squeeze through that. Alright, now you gotta move.
Ugh!
So she moves with it, so I think she's gonna reset her position. So find exactly where you're right above the E in enemy, the lowercase
I'm at
E.
the spawn point.
I know, but she moves she moved to the left there, so you're gonna have to reposition or dodge this.
Ugh! What is this?
Guignol is the main figure of French comedic puppet theater. Ah!
So that would make sense. Because it's puppets. I was off center because I moved out of the way.
How did you do that?
I accidentally like moved to the left or something at the beginning. I tried to reposition myself, but I wasn't quite right. I moved back into it. I'm a fool. I'm a darn fool.
I don't know how hard this one is.
You know what? I don't even need to put my familiar up there. I can just bring it down here with me.
No, but more damage, less time between the distance.
Alright, I gotta move up there at least. I can't move up to it too quick because then I get hit by others. So
I guess we'll try yo moves, but probably not gonna bother with Yukari's because one, it's a timeout spell, and two, it's pretty much the same thing that she did in PCB. So yeah.
Yeah.
And if you saw, I spent the last 45 minutes on a timeout spell that was 33 seconds long. I don't really feel like doing one that's over 70. If you can survive this wave, you might kill her. Oh, it changed.
Oh, it changed. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you might be able to kill her in 1.5 full rotations, because she was more than half dead.
Yeah, I looked up at her health bar. She was pretty close to dead.
Imagine if Yomu's last word was just her cooldown again. Honestly, if it was, I'm sure it would be harder than whatever it actually is. Because I fucking hate that cooldown.
God damn it. It's hard to get through that because you're trying to dodge the things while also, like, you know,
Dodge
the circles aren't, the crossing isn't done yet.
Did you see what I did for Kaguya?
Have you seen what I've done for Yatsuhashi? Your 45 minutes has nothing on my several hours. Literally 2,500 attempts.
It'd be more impressive if you actually beat it before you brag about it.
True. I'm just stressing how hard it is. Why did I move out of the way?
Yeah, what the hell? You moved into it.
I don't know. For some reason, I thought that wasn't safe. Like, if I wanted to brag, I'd brag about the ones that I beat in little attempts. I'm just trying to stress that this one is fucking difficult.
Chad, I like how when she shoots the bullet, it looks like heart. Look at the hearts. It's a really nice pattern on this one. Even if you can just stand still and move up and down and dodge the whole thing. But then she does this.
I can't, man.
You gotta process multiple bullet.
You'd think I'd be trained for this, but I am not.
The last words take place where you encounter the characters. Since Reimu and Marissa are player characters and they're in stage 4, all the other player characters are also in stage 4. Makes the most sense since they don't have their own place to go otherwise.
God damn it.
Kaboom! Her hand cuts off in the portrait.
It does. Her book is locked.
We haven't played 15.5 yet. Well, eventually. Just not right now. What the hell did you do?
I ran into her.
Oh. 14.5 is only 2 parts long because things went by pretty fast.
Yeah.
15.5 is gonna be a break of sorts. When? I'm not sure when, but...
Probably after Mountain of Faith, if I was to guess.
Just don't do them back to back. We usually use them as a break between games. We played 10.5 after 11 because I beat Koishi and I didn't want to play any more Touhou. And then Mountain of Faith, not Mountain of Faith, UFO is next.
God! Tried to get out of the way of that, and then it had me covered.
UFO sucks!
You know, Chad, here's something I can talk about. It's no secret that me and Dylan are not the biggest fans of UFO. But, I was thinking, I was like, we rag on this game so much.
Talk!
Is there anything it does that is better than in other games? Even no matter how little. And I've come to the conclusion that there is something that it does better. It makes life pieces bigger.
Well,
that may not mean much to anyone else, but to me that actually means a lot because sometimes in Subterranean, I can't fucking see the things.
light pieces are the same size in 14 and 15.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
You know who started that? UFO.
Well, yeah, I guess. But that's such a small thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's a small thing, but you know what? It mattered to me.
Will he ever dodge that bullet?
I'll do it faster than you did Fantasy Blink.
I didn't do Fantasy Blink.
Fantasy Nature. Whatever. You know what I mean. I'm the only one who did Fantasy Blink because I fought Rainbow. And I didn't even really do it right the whole time.
I didn't even get to try Final Spark. Didn't get enough bonus.
God! They're covering me. Alright, I think I figured out how to dodge that though consistently. I have a game theory.
Yeah, it did return to the normal bomb system. But it didn't name them. You notice that? It's weird. They
True, actually.
They do Fantasy Seal and Master Spark, but there's no name or cut-in or anything.
Stardust Riviera and Evil Ceiling Circle also just kind of vanished.
Yeah, Rainbow has a really weird bomb, where it's basically I as in 16. She just kind of shoots things forward and doesn't go away for a while. I don't quite know why that one's really strong.
Aya's bomb with the otter.
God, it would just cover like half the fucking screen.
It would last for so long.
It would put every spark to shame.
God!
Ouch.
Alright, I fucked it up though. I messed it up.
Can Alice's dolls talk? Depends who you ask, I suppose. I think the most common use of the dolls is no talking, followed by saying their names like Pokemon. followed by talking. Who knows? The dolls are something.
They exist. And people do like them.
Sorry, 2 dolls exist. Shanghai and Hodai. That's it. You get no other dolls. You went too far left.
I don't know what happens after that point is the problem.
Goliath doll in shambles. Dude, what happens when Goliath doll shows up?
What
Does
is
it say its
Goliath?
name? The Goliath doll is the boss of Chirno's story. It's Alice's big prototype doll. It has 2 giant swords. Hodai and Shanghai evolve into it in Puppet Dance performance. No, not Puppet Dance performance. The one I played. Puppet Play. That's the one.
I played through Purple recently.
Purple.
Touhou Purple.
Yeah, I heard of that one.
I liked it.
Plan to check out another one of those sometime, but now with Kaizo on the table, I'm not looking at anything Pokemon. No reason to start a Pokemon game if I'm about to play one of the most obnoxiously difficulties it can offer me.
What?
Ow.
What's her health bar even look like at that point? I don't know.
It was below her name. So it looks like it takes 2 full rotations to take her out.
No. There's no point in bringing the familiar with me. I move too fast. I thought maybe if I bring it with me while I dodge, I can get a little more damage, but that's not worth it.
Got through Seafoam. I think the worst that Blue Kaizo has to offer is the route between Lavender Town and Fuchsia. Because you have to go up to Celadon to get Fly to even enter Fuchsia. That route took fucking forever. So you need to go through Seafoam to reach Cinnabar. Victory Road's gonna suck dick too.
How do I get through that?
Victory Road is gonna have a lot of high-level Pokemon that are fast that you can't run from, so you'll need repels. In Crystal, it's a pain in the ass because the Pokemon are level 100 in the late game stuff, and repels don't work on Pokemon that match your level. So you need to basically use the Smoke Ball. Because the wild Pokemon are just Electrode, Dugtrio, and Crobat. And you just can't run from them because they're the fastest Pokemon in the entire fucking game. And they blow up.
Well, one of them blows up.
Crobat probably has an asshole moveset, but I don't know. I had a Smoke Ball.
Probably Toxic Protect something. I don't know. Well, Crobat can't blow up, so.
It probably wouldn't have Toxic Protect because you can catch it.
True. I don't
It
know
will
why
have
it doesn't
Toxic
work.
though, that's for sure. The Elite Four is gonna suck. Not gonna be fun.
Not fun, indeed. I don't like the part where they take a few seconds before they start taking damage.
We're already at 44. That's quite impressive.
Alright, Mr. Timeout.
Chat, what's the average time on attempt?
Whenever I die there, probably.
Let's see. How much time is that? That's 18 seconds, basically.
Okay.
So 18 to 20 second average. Every 3 attempts is a minute.
Neat. I don't like dodging that way because I swear it's different. I swear it's different.
Oh, the pattern itself is static.
I didn't move.
No, that's the problem. You need to move up.
Oh yeah, right. I thought that was the first one. I'm tired, man. I'm tired and defeated.
Yeah, Puppet Dance Performance Shard of Dreams had a balance changes that made bosses significantly not easier, but the levels weren't as bad.
Probably because there was more post-game.
That's true. Wasn't like the champions levels like 10 higher than they were supposed to be?
Shinky herself, her puppet was level 82 when I played the original.
I'm pretty sure it was.
It was definitely.
Wasn't 70, was it?
I think it was somewhere there.
82 though, huh? Yeah, that's a bit overkill.
Well, if there wasn't much post game, then it wasn't too bad. Oh god damn it! I have to stand there for that.
I guess that's true. But remember, that game also has an untoggleable EXP share.
True. Honestly, people complained about that when Sword and Shield came out. I honestly didn't care and was kind of happy it was there.
No, the thing is, it's not the EXP share itself that people complain about. It's the inability to turn it on and off. That's the problem.
I didn't care that it was on though.
But some people do. And it's such a simple change that they should have just let that. They should have just let it be because it was like that since Gen 6. If you don't want to use the EXP share, that's fine. Turn it off. But Sword and Shield didn't let you. I don't understand why it didn't let you.
Why doesn't that work? I've done that same thing like several times, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
All I know is I did my job. Fantasy nature.
53.
53.
God went too far up.
There's a reason people do inane challenges in Pokemon games, you know, because they want to make it difficult for themselves. So the game only allows so many options in it itself, and the fact that it removed like the only one is kind of silly. Nuzlocke, no EXP, no level up.
Leveling down.
There's all kinds of whack-ass challenges in an attempt to make those games harder. Then you got third-party DLC.
True.
It's just so out of touch for Pokemon Company to be like, yeah, EXP share, yeah, it levels everyone up. That's convenient. That's helpful. But you can't turn it off.
I mean, I know it's been said before, but it is strange that they pander to the old audience, but then they designed the game to be baby game.
That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. You know the argument where you're not the core audience anymore, blah, blah, blah? I would believe that argument a little bit more if they didn't advertise fucking Charizard as the main champion's Pokemon.
Yep.
Why the hell is Charmander just randomly in the... I don't even remember the region. Galar, yeah.
Yeah, it's the only Kanto starter native to the Galar deck.
It's just at the end of the Galar decks with the legendaries. It's the champion's ace Pokemon. He got his own fucking Gigantamax form. Why else would Charizard be there if not to pander?
Yep, Charizard got 2 Mega Evolutions like Mewtwo.
That is one of the reasons I don't believe that you're not the target demographic anymore. Because they're quite obviously trying to appeal to many different demographics.
God.
But they do it in not a 50-50, it feels more like a 90-10. Where it's like, this game is simplified, mechanics are more in your face, tutorials everywhere, but ooh look! The orange lizard that you picked when you were 4 years old. He's here. He's here, pick him. Now chat. Sword and Shield is the most tired discussion in the entire universe. I don't care if you like it, I don't care if you dislike it. Me, personally, I played through it, I enjoyed it. That was the end of my Pokemon Generation 8 experience.
Yeah, I didn't even buy the DLCs.
Neither did I. But, those are my criticisms of it, I suppose. It's just like, it's a little too weird in the pandering department. I had fun with it.
Come on!
I had fun with it, and that's all I can say.
I had fun too.
I heard Christian told me when he was playing Coliseum, every now and again, literally anything happens on screen and someone's like, huh, better than Sword and Shield. It's like, thank you. Here's your internet point. Like, you don't need... That streaming thing seemed to work better on the right side.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not working on the left.
If you just take every opportunity to compare something to Sword and Shield, then you're probably, you know...
beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
Like, Chad, I want to be real with you. You know that tree that everyone fawned over? I didn't even fucking notice that tree, and even if I did, it would not have detracted from my experience of the game because I do not give a shit about the tree.
That tree was funny because as soon as the game came out, someone on Twitter was like, in the presence of a celebrity, and they found the tree in the screenshot and stood next to it.
See, that's funny, but being like, OMG, look at how bad this tree is, 0 out of 10, try again, Game Freak.
It's a delicious cherry pick. That's how it works. Check out this inconsequential model that won't affect the gameplay in any way, shape, or form. It looks terrible. That means the entire game is gonna be bad too. Ooh, close. It's a tree.
It is indeed a tree.
Again, I'm not here to argue it. I don't care if you like it or not. Generation 8 is definitely a letdown for a lot of people though. So.
Competitively, it's been weird too.
Kind of shitty.
Yeah.
It feels like they tried to do something for competitive, but they're also kind of tone deaf on that as well.
The timer.
If it isn't 100% to my taste, it's bad. Well, to be fair, if you were to ask a group of Pokemon fans what their favorite generation was and least favorite generation was, I have a feeling the results would be pretty sporadic. Because everyone has a generation they love and everyone has a generation they hate. And they're not afraid to let you know. You wanna know the quickest way to start an argument in a chat room? Is to talk about FromSoft games. I have no idea why, but as soon as you say Dark Souls 2 is good, someone will pipe up and tell you that it is in fact not true. And that will create everyone in the chat room giving their FromSoft opinions.
God, that bullet is a bitch.
I like Gen 5 games.
I have not actually played Gen 5 beyond my initial playthrough when they came out, so I don't remember much about them.
They're very story-centric.
Yeah, and I kind of want to play through them again because I feel like I didn't appreciate that enough when I was a young lad.
Black and White 2 also some of my favorite music. Gen 4 is great. Gen 4 is... my biggest issue with Gen 4 is Pearl and Diamond. They were a rocky start, but Platinum definitely cleaned it up, and even though I'm not a huge fan of Heart Gold and Soul Silver myself, they are very popular games, so they did something right.
You know what's funny to me is people were begging for Diamond and Pearl remakes for like the entirety of Sword and Shield's life, and then as soon as they were like, yeah, we're doing this, everyone's like, ugh, great, Prime and Pearl remake are gonna suck, and it's like, what? Why is this only now a problem?
Did they confirm that?
I think they did, didn't they?
I hope not.
Why?
Well, because why would I want Game Freak to make Gen 4 remakes when their latest game is mediocre out of 10? Like, that doesn't make any sense. The game you made sucks, now keep making them.
No, I should have kept going, god damn it. Alright, I know how to do this.
I'm still waiting for Pokemon Snap 2. I am cautiously optimistic about that one.
It looks good, so I have hope for it.
A lot of things look good, Andrew. I thought Sword and Shield looked good.
The internet disagreed.
Yeah. Then they were like, the Pokedex is gone. That's when things kind of went south.
Yeah. That was the big one.
Pokemon Snap is one of those games that...
What?
I feel like it'd be hard to convince someone why it's good nowadays. But if they had played it way back in the day, then they would probably be excited for Pokemon Snap 2.
Yeah. I don't know how you explain to someone that taking pictures of Pokemon was one of the best games on the N64, but it was.
It was really fun. That was a great game. I love that game. Yeah, we're gonna get Generation 4 remakes. No Battle Frontier. But Charizard will be there again.
Charizard will be there. Where am I going?
That's the thing. It's...
Come on, Carl.
It's more a matter of, like, you don't want Game Freak to do anything anymore, because Game Freak seems pretty tired of it. So, but it's also one of the biggest cash cows ever created.
Too big to let go.
Yeah. So no one else can make it, but they don't want to make it themselves.
Because it makes them... dilemma.
It makes too much money.
Keep
There you
nail.
go.
Pop.
Alright.
No. All right.
I'll give Yomo a check and then we'll wrap it up. We don't have to beat her.
All right.
Hold on, I did read the thing.
Yeah.
This doll is purely bizarre and really weird, so she seals it most of the times. This doll can self-indulgently shed tears, its hair grows, and is capable of even more. Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
No wonder she doesn't use that.
Matsuyoi reflecting satellite slash.
I have no idea how to do this, by the way.
Alright, I don't even know what it is.
Tried it once. And you're dead.
Well, joke's on you. I have a familiar I can put there.
The game's... Yeah, it seems like you need to move out of the way of the lane.
Oh dear.
It seems like Game Freak wants to do other things, and then their other things aren't received nearly as well as Pokemon, so they end up crawling back to Pokemon.
That is bigger than it. That is like as big as it looks.
It's a whole lane.
All right, I'm not even doing damage to it there. There's no point in doing that. Ugh.
Death in slow motion. There are a lot of people who have made Pokemon games that have shown their love for Pokemon games. That's for sure.
Yes, and you know what Nintendo does in response to them?
Takes them down.
Yes.
I know. Trust me, I know. It's just really unfortunate, you know? You see fans make their own Pokemon games. And they're really passionate about it. And then the actual IP holders of the franchise don't... It feels like they don't care nearly as much.
God.
They'll never do what Sega did, though.
Yeah.
You'll never get a Pokemon version of Sonic Mania.
I'll never get anything Nintendo Sonic Mania.
Hmm. You're gonna die there.
Oh dear, you're right. I didn't realize how close I was to that. I don't know why I'm positioning this there. It doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, I was scared to go through that. I didn't think I'd make it. And I forgot why I couldn't stay back.
I still like Pokemon a lot, chat.
I did too. If I didn't, then I would not have played through Touhou Mon.
Not a series that I'm as huge on as I used to be, for sure, but it's still a series I greatly enjoy. It's definitely a big part of my life. It's just, you know, I'm not into competitive battling. I'm not terribly into the current game. I'm excited. I'm still excited for some of the spin-offs, though. And I have cautious optimism that future projects can be good.
Damn it.
Damn.
Alright, I get it though. I get it. You know what? I want to try this. I think she's homed in on me. Yeah.
Well, she moves over to you, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Bullet
I think I'm gonna
time.
be fine at the very edge.
I never grew out of Pokemon, but I definitely slowed down my intake with Sword and Shield. I don't think I'm ever not gonna like Pokemon,
Yeah.
but the current direction of main games is like... There's still plenty of other things in Pokemon that you can still enjoy it with, but I can understand why some people probably are a little dunzo with it at this point. Like, I like the Mystery Dungeon series a lot.
Yeah.
That said, I'm not huge on DX. Didn't have much interest in it, honestly.
I enjoyed
Heard
it.
it was pretty good, though, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. It made some, it basically is just, it's Blue and Red Rescue Team. It doesn't have the full dex, though, but it does have Gen 4 evolutions. It's got some, it basically has the later mechanic of use a move to power it up.
I don't like that mechanic very much.
I didn't really care much for it. It's there and it's
I don't
neat.
like the lack of a basic attack, but that's
yeah,
just
that part
personal
really does suck,
preference.
too.
There's the one thing that made me worried about that game is when they first showed it off, they immediately went for the nostalgia. They're like, you played this game 15 years ago, and now it's back.
I mean, how else do you advertise a remake?
I know, but it makes me worried when they do that because they just admitted that they're marketing towards people who are older than the age 15. It's like, that's not how Pokemon operates. Usually they're operating like I have my Joy-Con in my fucking mouth at the same time I'm playing the game.
Yeah, my Joy-Con drifting. God damn it! I thought I was gonna get hit by the arrow, so I tried to move back, and it didn't work.
Based Goo Goo Gaga.
The game also had Mega Evolutions, which was neat.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There were a few small things in there that I didn't really care for, that I ended up not playing the game. As stupid as it is, my main point for not playing it was because they took away friend areas.
I mean, that is fair. I enjoyed friend areas too a lot. They didn't, well, they took them away, but they, instead of being like an environment you could walk around in, they were like...
There's the background picture.
Yeah.
They look nice, I know. I fully understand that my decision to not buy that game based on that is pretty fucking dumb. But, well, what can I say? A big part of me playing through that series after I finished it was just recruiting the Pokemon, putting them in their environments, and watching them. Just enjoying them. Having the Pokemon live in the cool areas.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's why in Explorers, when they were like, yeah, you just ring the bell, go through a menu, and they're here. I was like, oh. So I didn't play Time, Darkness, or Sky nearly as much as Red and Blue Rescue Team.
I've played them quite a bit. I do enjoy those games.
I like the story, but after I finished the Darkrai story, I kind of just stopped.
Well, that's kind of the post-game, essentially.
Well, yeah, but after you beat Darkrai, there's nothing else to do. You can go explore, get treasures and stuff, and recruit Pokemon, but I'm not terribly interested in that. I kind of like the simplicity of Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team.
Ah, man.
And just recruiting Pokemon for the friend areas. That was my motivation for playing.
Especially the legendary ones. The legendary Pokemon had cool-ass friend areas.
That's true. And they worked really dumb in Time and Darkness as well.
Yeah.
Secret Slab, or Strange Part.
It was the secret slot, yeah, the mystery part, I think it was.
It was dumb as shit. Carry this item into a dungeon, and I guess Moltres is here now. Go crazy. Like, what?
Yeah, Darkrai and Celebi would appear on one specific floor of Mystifying Forest for some reason.
I don't understand it. Wasn't as cool without the friend area, so I didn't care to didn't bother to do it. I played through Gates. I don't like Gates very much.
I didn't finish Gates, and based on how people have described it, it might be for the best that I didn't, because apparently it wasn't great.
Missing a lot of Dex content. Hunger's not even a mechanic until the post game. Nice, you got it.
Pop. All right. Do we even want to bother with you, Carrie? I'll give it.
Give it a try.
I have one.
Oh, I didn't read it.
Oh yeah, right.
Slash that borrows the power of the moon. One slash can cover the whole garden of Sayoji, which is very huge. Power of the moon calls more power, makes width infinite.
All right. Well, I won't do Yukari, but I kind of have I have something I need to take care of.
He's gonna beat. That's the lunatic version.
Well, then I'll do the lunatic version.
The hell you will. This isn't a timeout.
But how do I hit her?
You hold the shoot button, I guess.
She's barely taking damage, man. Are you sure this isn't supposed to be a timeout?
If it was a timeout, you wouldn't be able to hit her. Maybe she takes more damage over time. Basically
right,
immune to damage until
version.
the 25-second mark. There you go.
Alright.
Then she melts.
Hard. I'll do the hard version since that's the one I was doing.
Gates immediately, after you finish the story, it was just done. I don't think the story was that bad, but like for the most part, the game was just, well, didn't have everything I wanted, really. I was really disappointed that the starters were just the Gen 5 starters, which by the way are my least favorite starters. Pikachu, because why not, and Axew. So I just picked Axew. Super Mystery Dungeon's really popular, not really popular, I don't really know. People like it. I don't really like it that much. I thought it was okay. Not okay enough for me to remember anything that happens in it like at all, though.
Super Mystery Dungeon. I think the last thing I did was the Entei boss fight, and that was the end for me.
It hit me with a pretty sick twist that I wasn't expecting at the end. So
I do know what that twist is, even though I didn't reach it.
So the final boss was also garbage as well, and the boss before the final boss was also pretty fucking garbage. And then there's like 4 post-game dungeons that I did, and then I wasn't sure what to do, and I didn't even bother trying, so I was just done.
Why did she come from down there?
She wanted to hit you. Haxorus is a really cool dragon type, despite how bad it is.
It's not even bad. What are you talking about?
It's not bad. That's the problem. But it's still not good enough. How are you gonna be that and not be good enough? That's unbelievable.
I don't know, man.
Fuck Pokemon, not fair. The cool gold-plated axe-jaw dinosaur can't compete with the fucking pink blob. All the pink blobs. Every pink blob's better than them.
Well, it's not that it can't compete with the pink blob, it's that the pink blobs are better against more Pokemon overall and their teammates.
a one-on-one between Clefable and Haxorus has Clefable win.
Yes.
That's not fair.
But Blissey and Chansey do not.
How do you know?
Because if you lose that 1v1...
Everything's outclassed by Garchomp. It's like the best ground dragon type in the game.
Someone looked at Flygon and was like, what if we made this but give it 2 more points of speed and also way stronger?
Yeah, Flygon's weakness is its base 80 attack. It's fast, but it can't use it.
No, it's 100 speed, 100 attack, 80 everything else.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And then Garchomp is like base
102 speed, 130 attack, and some other miscellaneous stat numbers. 80 special attack, I know that much.
So he's fast enough that he outspeeds everything base 100, which is great. So he doesn't even need to run a Scarf, but he can run power-ups. If he could learn Dragon Dance, that Pokemon would be insane.
Yeah, but now it doesn't need Dragon Dance. It runs a bootleg reverse shift gear with Scale Shot Sword Dance. Haxorus does that too.
I have a question. What does Z Explosion do?
What does the explosion do? It's Breakneck Blitz.
Right. What about
Fun fact, it's actually weaker than Explosion.
Huh.
Because I think Z moves cap out at 200, whereas Explosion is 250. Obviously.
Trying to think of a status move. Like, what about Z Memento? What's that do? What's that do? What can that do? You're about to faint.
I think I knew, but I forget. I might be thinking of Z Parting Shot, but I don't think it does Z Parting Shot.
Z Splash is +3 attack. That's actually a good move.
It is a very good move.
There are a few Z status moves that, like, I don't have them in my mind right now, but I was thinking about them. Like, what kind of Z power up do they even give?
I mean, do you remember what Z Parting Shot does?
Z Memento is basically turned into Healing Wish as well.
Okay, yeah, so it's basically Z Parting Shot.
Well, Memento is Parting Shot as well, but -2 on both attacks.
Yeah, but you don't die for using Parting Shot.
Well, yeah, Memento existed first. How many more times are you gonna get blinked?
I don't know. When do we want to stop?
Well, I'm done anyway. The only one left is Yukari, and I don't really want to do her timeout because it's just gonna be frustrating. Yeah, spending hours to catch a legendary so you can stick it in your box and never use it. You can't even hurt her.
No, that's why I thought this was a timeout.
It's like a half timeout, I guess.
This is what it's like to fight Koishi.
She'll start taking damage once she hits a certain point. I guess you'll notice it when the shoot button.
I'm dead.
Oh, Jesus! Yeah, she's melting.
Oh god, she melted.
Yeah, she was fucking melting.
I heard the noise.
She was almost dead instantly.
Alright, so I basically don't even have to shoot for the first part.
No, but it does get some chipping.
I mean, if her health bar's melting that fast anyway, it doesn't matter. Alright, I gotta beat this. Chad, I gotta beat this. I have to put this to rest.
Chad, there's nothing more depressing than when you're a kid and you look at legendaries and you think Pog. And then when you see how they actually stack up in competitive play, some legendaries are fucking awful Pokemon.
No.
They're so bad despite how cool they are. It's not fair.
It isn't fair.
Like Regigigas, the Titan of all Regis, garbage. What a garbage Pokemon. Entei looks cool. Entei sucks.
Entei's not even that bad.
He used to suck a lot. Then they gave him Sacred Fire.
What? Where's she blinking to?
There she is. For some reason, they never gave him Earthquake.
No.
Worst anecdote I have Pokemon was a shiny spin and emerald that I caught, and second later my Game Boy crashed. Well,
oof.
Life comes at you fast.
Yeah.
Okay, but what kid would have said Pog in a year before 2015? Allow me to introduce you to Pogs. You know, the little cardboard things that people collected. I had a few.
I was gonna ask if we had any, because I don't remember if we ever did. I remember Mighty Beans.
We're not old enough to know what Pogs are from back in the day, but I had a few Pogs somewhere. So yeah, if for some reason you like that word and you own them, there's a possibility you could have said Pog at the moment. Like what if you found a legendary at the same time you found a rare Pog?
What kind of situation are you proposing?
The one where a kid says Pog before 2015. He didn't say make it believable. He just take what kind of situation he's gonna find himself in. I'm giving you one. Pogs are a mid-90s thing? Huh. Well, I was born 1990.
I hope you were.
I was born 1996, I think. So I was born in the mid-90s. And then I was 5 years old and it was 2000.
And then I was there.
See how this works? Pogs may have existed, but I was not old enough to be a Pog champ. Roll credits.
Why did I stop focusing? Why did I speed up? Why did I speed up like Lightning McQueen? I fucked up because I want to start in that corner.
The Pringles Pog game dates back to the 1920s. What the fuck? How old is Pringles? You think Reimu gets motion sickness from this shit?
Probably not if she's still doing it.
How does she fire them from behind her? Does she just like...
that good.
Does she just take a deck of cards and just like hold them behind her and let them go?
A deck of playing cards. I hit that because I wasn't in the corner.
You meant original? Alright, look. It looked like Pringle.
What?
Priginal is not a word, so my brain filled in the blanks and called it Pringle. Come on. Read that word and tell me how... You know full well how my brain got Pringle out of that word. You know. I did have to do a double take, though. You were right. It does not say Pringle, but my brain was pretty on the ball there, huh? You know how sometimes you see words and that your brain filters out extra words? You ever see a sentence with the word the in there twice?
Yes.
And your brain just filters it out unless the sentence is like, yo, there was another the in there.
How do I get through that? How do I not get through that? It's like when I see the
25
word
seconds.
that twice in a row. Like I have to reread it. I'm like,
That's the thing, right? You get
that's the thing.
You get when you get a word that makes sense to be there and it doubles up, your brain's just like completely filters out the extra word because it doesn't need to be there. If you pay attention, you'll notice it, but more about things like instinct, muscle memory, stuff like that. You know, and you just do things without thinking much about it because you've done it so many times, you can kind of do that. The human brain is weird. Dude, the circle is trying really fucking hard to catch up to her. Like, when she goes across the screen, the circle doesn't go with her, it just flops over to where she is going to turn up. Also, I think her circle gets smaller the further the spell card goes on.
I don't know why I didn't start down here, but now I'm gonna get bodied by that card.
Well, we're only going as long as Andrew wants to here.
I need to put this to rest, chat. I fucked it up. I have to retry it.
Woo.
Do the time warp. The background is a yin-yang orb.
Yeah, I was staring at it for the last 137 attempts. Fucking fantasy nature.
I was afraid of her because I forgot she didn't have a hitbox. I was like, oh shit! And I ran into it like a fool.
You didn't even hit the corner of it. You ran the fucking side of it. Remy wanted to be a talisman. Oh.
They weren't supposed to do that yet. They wasn't supposed to. Look, man, I'm giving you more VOD time. You're welcome.
VOD time? You're cutting into GTA time. That's what you're doing.
Hey, man. I want to apologize for art.
This is bullet bomb it.
Like I said, I want to apologize for art.
Well, you got 5 seconds to survive.
Try again.
Oh, it's a timeout spell that requires 40 seconds before you can even beat it.
Yeah, it's great. It's not actually great. I kind of hate this. I would rather if it was just a timeout at this point.
Rainbow, you suck.
Don't ask how I got through that. I don't have an answer for you.
Alright, now you can hurt her.
Never mind, no I can't.
Or she can hurt you. How are you gonna lose to that child without a nose? I've already sped chat.
Oh. Interesting, because you're usually the one with more Touhou endurance.
Fantasy Nature was fucking rough. Ah! I also did Phoenix shooting, which didn't take that long, and Kaguya's was a bit of a stress test. Not to mention I did like every other last word anyway.
You're welcome.
You did 3.
Yeah? You didn't have to fight Yomu. You're welcome.
Did you even see the ones I did?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. What about that one you didn't do?
There were 3 that I didn't do. 4 actually, I didn't do. Well, technically I did Yukari's because I did it in a different game.
No, you didn't. You bombed the shit out of it. You
Yeah?
cheated.
You did too.
Oh, I did. Well, yes, I did.
Yeah, what the fuck? You did it worse than me. You had more bombs too.
No, you had way more bombs. You had more lives.
It doesn't mean I have more bombs.
Yes, it does!
No, it doesn't.
100% means it did.
You had more bombs. You used more bombs. Besides, I earned my way to that 4 life count at that last spell.
Oh, did you?
I did! How else did I have 4 lives at that point in the fight? Alright, you're at the point where you can hurt her, but you have to dodge a wave of purple. She's half dead.
Please, Reimu, thank you. Alright. I can put it to rest, chat. You can see what Zen has to say about this now.
Well, it looks relatively simple. It's really easy to crash into things. The combination of slow and fast bullets is the blink part.
Huh.
Cool, thanks, son.
Alright, chat, I'm done. I have put that to rest.
Capture rate, character, overall. Where's my 6%? Wow, cool. Alright, that's it, chat. Yukari's last word again. It's just the timeout spell from PCB, although it's probably harder.
Probably because you can't bomb it.
I don't want to do it because it's like 80 seconds long, and I don't want to do it, basically. I don't want to do a minute-long timeout spell, because the amount of time it's going to take me to learn what to do is going to take forever.
It's going to double the VOD length.
So I'm gonna take my 16 last words done and call it a day. Fuck you, Yukari. Stupid ass timeout spell. I'd rather have taken double black death butterfly with triple butterflies instead. That'd be more fun than a timeout spell. Anyway, it was good. We managed to do what we set out to do for the most part, anyway. So that means on Friday, chat, we will be moving on to Touhou 10, Mountain of Faith.
The one that I like.
That game is going to be hard because we're only going to get to start with 3 lives. And stage 4 is a waterfall. I hate the waterfall. But, yeah, expect us to be on that one for a while due to the life count being smaller than usual. And after that is Subterranean.
Oh boy.
We're never gonna have fun again.